All right, all right. What is good, everyone? What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome to the DGen Boys late night stream. Let's go. Hope all of you guys are having a phenomenal evening, a good holiday evening as we get into the weekend here. Friday night, JoJo Fridays. I'm ready to rock and roll, locked in, loaded, ready to go. Had a good Friday myself, so I'm excited to talk about lots of video games with you guys today. Surprising Tears of the Kingdom dub. We're gonna talk about some Monolith Soft stuff, or it's more like just some stuff that I saw on X/Twitter. We're gonna be discussing, is Sony panicking? Is Sony panicking with the PlayStation 5 and the business and the rising cost of development and potential layoffs coming soon to big companies like Insomniac that's making them all the money? Uh-oh. Got to talk about that. And we're going to be discussing Mario Wonder sales as well as those heat up. Shout outs to Nate E with the one gifted member. Let's go. Tis the season. Tis the season, as they say. Shout outs to my man Nate E with the ninja gift bomb. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the ninja gift bomb. You are the ninja gift bomb of the stream. Anybody does one or more, they can tie up Nate on the board. Let's go. Thank you so much, Nate. Appreciate that. Full combos are in effect, boys and girls. I will roll all night if we have to. I got a dope video ready for you guys though tomorrow. I got basically a remix of a video that I did before, but way more expanded in my new format with way more games. So you guys should like tomorrow's compilation vid. So it should be pretty good. Solarity Reigns got the gifted membership. Let's go. Thank you so much. Also, Nate E with the 10 Canadian dollars says, didn't mean to rip into Prime like that. LOL, but he got way too repetitive this year. Nintendo Prime he's such a good sport. You can make jokes like that with him and he's completely cool because he kind of knows what he's doing. He's playing the game, and when it comes to stuff like that, he knows that people are gonna say I'm tired of this ish. You know, but it's his job, so he's gonna do it, right? So yeah, he already knows he almost doesn't even respond to it because it happens so frequently now, and it's almost become like a meme, you know, within that with everything that it happens so honestly. So you really, Nate, you weren't really that bad. Like I said, that's why he didn't really get upset or we made jokes about it, because it's kind of like the truth, and he kind of knows that, and he knows that. That's why he's been trying to do a few other things like eShop videos and Zelda videos and stuff like that. So you don't have to apologize. We all know that this dude does way too much Switch 2 stuff. Like, I think it's very apparent, you know, with this Switch 2 stuff. So it's okay. It's no big deal. It's kind of the truth though. Like, you're not the only one, man. Heck, I gotta be like, damn, bro, Prime, there's just too much Switch 2 stuff, man. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. With the $10 JoJo Boys, Canadian JoJo's. Let's go. That gets us up to 3. We are already close, guys. Remember, full combos are in effect. JoJo Boys, 2 points plus for the JoJo's. Thank you so much, Nate E. You are now the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Anybody does 10 or more, you can tie up Nate. Nate is taking over the board. Let's go. Yeah. Big list video tomorrow. Top 25. New top 25. You guys are gonna love it. It's a remix of one of the ones that I did previously earlier in the year, but there were only 10 games on this list. On that list, now we have more games that have came out, like Super Mario Bros. Wonder and other titles. So it's definitely going to be interesting. So check it out. It should be pretty well. It should do pretty well, or at least it will do well. Most of my list videos do. Chris the Shriner Dog with the $5 and says, got an early I think meant Christmas gift tonight. Sea of Stars on Switch OLED. Beautiful. How about some music from Sea of Stars? Merry Christmas, my dude. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, my man. My man, Nate the Shriner, or sorry, Chris the Shriner Dog. Sorry about that, Nate the Shriner Dog. I mixed up. I was talking about Nate E. Chris the Shriner Dog, one of the elite ninjas, always supporting the village. Let's go. And yes, sir. One of my favorite songs from there is just the regular battle theme. So yeah. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's go. Got the elite encounter. Shout outs. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Are you doing stealth tonight on tonight's podcast? Nah. We're gonna have to figure something out because Fridays are really usually packed for me. I don't really have, because like Fridays I have visits with my daughter, so I have to. So Friday nights are no longer a good time for me to have somebody else on because it's too late by the time, because he lives in the East Coast, so it's already like 10 o'clock and he's already ready to go to sleep. So we're gonna figure something out probably next year, or on the weekends we'll figure something out. So yeah. But hopefully things change up a little bit, and then next year I'll be able to have a little bit of a more like, you know, dedicated podcast schedule and all that good stuff. Shout out to Iskal over there on Twitch. What's up, Casual Noob? Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being here tonight. Let me go over shout outs too. Let's see here. Dior, what's good? Anthony Smith, Zoltor, Sweet Life Dio Brando, Mega Lee, Gabcom, what's up, guys? Welcome. Darius Hines, what's up, Darius? Welcome to the stream. 90s handheld gamer. Potent, is this clickbait? No, it's not clickbait. It's my live stream. So what are you crying about clickbait for? What do you mean? What is this clickbait? Let's see here. Shane Panhurst. What's up, man? Welcome. Bonus stream? No, not bonus stream. I usually stream Friday nights. Bonus streams are on Sunday usually. Sunday, we will have another bonus stream on Sunday though. Weasel, what's up? I'm a new subscriber. What's up, Weasel? Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you. Yeah, I know that you meant Christmas. That's why I said Christmas anyway. Yeah. Let's see. Tears of the Kingdom, true game of the year. I think the true game of the year is whatever game that you feel is the game of the year. That's the true game of the year, right there. What's up, Maverick? What's up, Ryan Tyler? What's up, Symbol the Rapper over there on Twitch? Shout out to the Twitch boys and girls. Let's go. Let's see here. Why is Sony panicking? We're going to talk about it in just a bit. Mundunce66. I'm the Weasel. It reminds me of that one show, the I Am Weasel. Remember that show? What's up, Metal Wolf Tensei? Welcome to the stream. It's okay. I answered your question, Symbol. It's all good, man. Fridays, we usually stream late, Friday nights. So yeah, until my schedule changes. So yeah, usually late on Friday nights. Let's see here. Corrosive Gaming, what's good? Welcome. Shout outs to Brandon Christensen with the 35 months. That's heading to the late night workout. Love the time going live. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for the 35 months. Jesus Christ. What's that? 3 years? Going on 3 years, Brandon? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, bro. Seriously. Congrats on the new job. I know you've been doing that for a bit. So there you go. Or on the license, I think, right? I think I don't know if you've started it already or not, but either way, congrats, my man, and get that late night workout in. Let's go. Getting that late night workout in is always good. Let's see here. AB James, we don't have any sales numbers on Mario Wonder, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's at 5 million plus yet, but we're going to talk about the Japanese sales in just a bit, all right? But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's there because Nintendo said after 2 weeks it was 4.3 million. So I mean, they've sold like another they've sold pretty much 700,000 units in Japan by itself since that time. So I'm pretty sure it's over 5 million. But Nintendo didn't announce the sales. We're gonna be talking about the Japanese, like the official Japanese physical sales in just a bit. What's up, 10,000 Noodles? Welcome to the stream. What is good? Got the CLD job, and thanks for remembering. Hey, no problem, brother. Of course I'm gonna remember. What's up, Ryan Tyler VO? Welcome to the stream. 7-day streak over there on Twitch for Iskal. Thank you so much for watching. 7-day streak. Let's go. They need that stuff on YouTube too, so we can see like the streaks and the, you know, and like the like channel points and all that type of stuff. That'd be dope if they implemented that slowly but surely, right? Slowly but surely. I don't think PS5 shows genuine success. A lot of them were bought scout. There aren't many exclusives and people aren't buying much software. Well, we're gonna talk about that in just a bit. That's part of the whole situation in terms of Sony panicking, because the leaked slides show, I mean, let me give you guys just a little bit of a taste of what we're going to talk about. So the leaked slides show that Sony's kind of trying to move towards the Microsoft thing, but then not. Like, they're kind of in flux. They're worried about how much the cost of development is, but then they're also saying we got to do more service stuff. But then they're also like, well, we're losing money if we do service stuff, because Horizon Zero Dawn, we put that, or Horizon Forbidden West, we put that on PS Plus, and and the sales flatlined. Nobody bought the game anymore, so therefore we didn't make as much money, because the game was, you know, you can get anywhere between what, $50 to $70 for the game, right? So they're kind of like all over the place, despite their, you know, great PS5 sales. Yeah, there's a software problem, there is a schematics problem, there's a development problem. So if Sony sells, you know, 5 million copies of a game. So like, let's just say 5 million copies of Spider-Man 2, 5 million copies of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Well, those aren't the same because Spider-Man 2 cost $315 million to make. And Super Mario Bros. Wonder don't cost anywhere near $315 million to make. So even though that they're getting good sales numbers, they're also having trouble because the games cost so damn much to make. So their profit margins aren't super high. So I think even in Europe, they actually recorded a loss, profit loss in terms of in Europe. So there's definitely some issues here and there when it comes down to, despite, you know, the 50 million sales, you know, and all that. So yeah. Arctic Snow raid. Hey, shout outs to Arctic Snow with the raid of 5. Let's go. Thank you to the Arctic Snow fam over there on Twitch. Thank you guys for the big raid. Appreciate that. Meta Jam. Thank you so much for the first chat from the raider there. Shout outs. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. What's up, Matt H? Welcome to the stream, brother. We betting in 2 weeks, the usual. Are you scared of those red hot Rams? We're betting, dude. 50? I'm down. I'm down. Drop, dude. I am down. I am down. I am down. I am down. The 50 bucks, Rams versus 49ers. But no, I'll only bet if the Niners have a locked up seed and they don't want to play their starters or they pull people. Nah, I'm not going to bet. I need to know that it means something for the Niners because technically they could potentially have the #1 seed locked up by then. So it wouldn't matter if the Cowboys lose again and if the Eagles lose again. Then the Niners could have the lock, and Niners win the next couple, Niners could have the locked up seed because they already have tiebreakers over everybody in the NFC. So I want to make sure first that it's not a meaningless game. And then if it's not a meaningless game and the Niners actually play their starters and everything, then yeah, because they already won the division. So yeah, Niners, or the Rams need it more than the Niners need it. The Niners won't need that game. Probably, maybe. But the Rams need that game, you know? So hold up. Let me wait and see. Let's see here. What's up, Arctic? Welcome. Stream's going good. We just kind of started. What's up, Christian Smithers? Sony could be way more competitive if they care to remember their legacy IPs. I think that's part of the thing that they're going to try to do. They're talking about potentially doing more AA games now at this point. So we could see more AA games, but it's kind of like, well, wasn't that the whole point why you guys had Japan Studio? Like, and you guys got rid of them, you know? So yeah. Hey, what's up, Starboy? Ran into a coworker at Target and he bought his daughter his first Switch and it was a Smash Bros. OLED. Let's go. Another number on the books. Yeah, there you go. I bought Forbidden West for like 25 before it was added to PS Plus. Yeah, that's another problem that they're dealing with, right? Mundunce, is that their games drop value quickly, and regardless if they drop value quickly, it's like, okay, whatever. Sony's trying to fight hard. So like if you go on PSN, you're not going to see the crazy price drops on their first party software like you used to see before, where you get Bloodborne or you get Infamous Second Son for like $10 on PSN. Like they're not doing that. If you go on there, they're not dropping Ratchet and Clank to like, you know, $15. Like they're keeping it at really good prices because Sony knows they can't keep this up. What the leaks in terms of Insomniac's leaks revealed is that not only is like the Game Pass model, like it's sustainable, but it's like not sustainable. And it's like Sony's model isn't necessarily sustainable either, or it's sustainable, but you're going to be worried as hell all the time. So that's why it's like, it's kind of weird right now, you know, for the companies, because they're trying to figure things out. And Sony's trying to be more like Microsoft in some sense, but still have that identity of first party can sell for $70, right? So it's like they're teetering the line and they're trying to find a sweet spot, and it's tough for them because software is just taking way longer to make. I mean, look at Naughty Dog's output on the PS3 and the PS4, now the PS5. We're going into the 4th year of the PlayStation 5, and Naughty Dog has no brand new games on the system. They have 0 brand new games. So that's definitely not a good thing. Love Tears getting Breath of the Wild, but I'm ready for a brand new Zelda game story. I wouldn't mind a couple remakes. By then, you're going to get a few remakes in there as well. So yeah, you're going to get some remakes. So yeah, I haven't bought any first-party Sony games. I've gotten games that I can get on Switch and PS5, okay? I do hope the AA plan works out. Well, I mean, they still have to enact the plan. Right now, though, there's not really much. What's up, Lucette? Welcome to the stream. Super Mario Bros. Movie was only budgeted $100 million. Of course, you can factor in marketing after that. I mean, well, the 100, I mean, obviously they made that back and then some, but yeah, the Mario movie, we're not necessarily talking about that, but yeah, you're right. Like, their movies are way less, yet they're making $1 billion plus off the movie, right? So yeah. Sony's going to have a hard time going digital only. People aren't going to pay $60 to $70 for digital download. I mean, the thing about it is that the digital numbers aren't even that crazy as crazy as it seems either. It seems like the digital numbers are being flubbed a little bit, or it's not as completely slided towards digital as everyone like tries to make believe, you know? There's still a pretty good chunk of people that go out there and buy games physical on PS5, you know? So despite Sony's hardest tries to get people to just buy stuff all digital. But yeah, I'm not spending $70 on a digital only game. Like, that's just that's just not me, man. I'm not spending $70 on a digital only game. Like, this just I'm not doing it. That's just like the same thing like Alan Wake, even like $60. It's like for like a big AAA game. I need something in my hands, man. I'm not gonna be sitting there just spending. Like, I need to have a physical option. Like, digital for me is convenience. If I want to buy an extra digital copy to support the devs or have it on multiple systems, that's easier. I'll do that. But like, if it's a big first party game, like I need a physical option. You know, I need an option for that if I'm interested in the game. And if it's like a review copy, it's like whatever. Like, I got Starfield digital, I don't care. You know, but like for the games that I care about, like Alan Wake 2 is a game that I wanted to care about. But like, I'm not paying the $60 with no physical option, you know. So I bought Control physical, I bought Alan Wake physical back in the day. I bought all of their games. I bought Max Payne physical. I bought everything physical from them. Then all of a sudden they don't want to do physical. It's like, nah, I'm good. Just not gonna buy the game until there's a physical, you know. Arctic says physical is always better. It really is. I mean, the option is better. Really, that's what it comes down. Like, the option is better, you know. Let's see, you think we'll get a new top-down Zelda eventually? Probably. We got Link's Awakening, so we'll probably get another one. I'm not sure if you saw it, but I read somewhere that a Rift Apart was profitable. Leaked ROI was projections, apparently. I could be wrong. I did see where some people were saying that the PC release made it profitable, but then once again, look, why is it not doing better? The fact that that game costs $80 million and is not doing better than it did, that's pretty crazy for them touting it as like, oh my God, the second coming of SSD goodness and all that. Like, the fact that it's not profitable already, or it's not profitable to the point to where there's these questions like that. The problem is that that game was 80 something million dollars to make. That's wild, you know, that's crazy. But Sony, another problem is that Sony doesn't actually announce the sales numbers. Sony doesn't announce the sales numbers. So the problem is that when you constantly sit there and like, people are going to speculate, right? People are going to speculate because these games are high tech, whatever the case is. And if you're not going to be transparent and announce the sales numbers, especially if you have a big, supposed big system seller, the reason to buy a PS5, people are going to start saying, okay, well, what's going on here? Did it not do well? You know, so to me, they need to be more transparent, especially with the game like Ratchet. Like, if it's a game like a smaller game and you don't want to announce sales numbers, okay, whatever. No big deal. But if it's this is the reason why to buy a PS5, only PS5 tech, you know, the only reason why nah, you got to kind of talk about that. Otherwise, you're going to get speculation on people's side, you know? So, especially when you announce the sales numbers for God of War, you announce the sales numbers for Spider-Man, you're announcing those sales numbers, but then some games you just don't want to talk about sales numbers, you know? Big games too, not just like small little, but like big games, you know? So that's the problem. Do you think that FF7 Remake and Rebirth will come to Switch too? No, probably not. Or not for a while, because I think Sony has deals with those. Have you modded your Switch docks? Nah, I haven't modded anything. So yeah, I buy all my Switch for, I think I meant Switch, right? SX? I don't know what that is. Is that Xbox Series? I'm not sure what SX means. Okay, I think you meant Xbox Series. Okay. Title physically still play them on Game Pass. Okay. Does this news mean Sony had trouble making special editions to faceplates and controllers? Has nothing to do with that, Elemental. Like, it has nothing to do with faceplates and controllers. We're talking about what I talked about. So we're not talking about faceplates and controllers. Right outside of what they reported, we don't know how much the game sold afterwards. Exactly. Like, they don't report they don't give any updates. They're not transparent with their numbers. You know, they're not transparent at all. So you're gonna get speculation. They need to be more transparent with their numbers, especially for like the big games, you know. So yeah. I'm always surprised PS5 is still selling as well as it is. It's pacing right behind the Switch in 3 years. Switch was faster. Switch did it in well less. So it's actually pacing right behind the PlayStation 4, which was a number of months behind the Nintendo Switch. So it's not right behind the Switch. The Switch, I think it did it in under 3 years. It did it, I think, in like 2 years and like I think like 9 months or something like that. So it was actually quite a bit quicker in terms of things. But it's all good. You probably didn't know. But it's pacing right behind the PS4 in sales. Right behind. I mean, it's like pretty much like neck and neck. It's like right there. But I'm not really too surprised, to be honest. It's like the de facto, big third-party system. Microsoft isn't really putting up much resistance when it comes down to it. So yeah. And even with those 50 million in sales, the software lineup is pretty, it's not great. And Sony seems, like I said, behind the scenes seems to be panicking. So that's great. You're hyping up 50 million sales. That's great and all. But behind the scenes, they seem to be panicking a little bit with the price, the cost of games, with the not sure what to do with their services, things like that. Like I said, losing some money in some regions. So that's great. And I'm happy for them. Hell, I made a video about it. But I'm not sure if this model, the way that it is sustainable, because there's just a lack of games. This year, look at this year, man. Like what? Like, do they have like one big first party game, like from them? Like, it was like one game. There was like one game. They had Square Enix come in with Forspoken, and they had, what was the other game? Final Fantasy, but those are third party games. They had like one big first party game. They had VR stuff that they did. Those games suck. Nobody cares. So like, yeah, that's not good. One game. Like, listen, we gave Microsoft trash or crap for their terrible 2022, right? Where there was like no first party games. Sony was a bit better, right? They had some exclusives, but still, that's not a good year, man. Like, I'm happy that they're selling. That's great for them. But Spider-Man, that's it. Like, one big first party game for the whole year. That's not good. I don't care. Like, this is not about like the sales numbers. Like, that's not good. That's not good. So I'm curious as to what Sony's first party lineup is. I recently bought Diablo 5 just for something new to play on it. Yeah, I mean, they've got Helldivers coming out next year. They're really relying on third party because like the big games that are coming out are going to be like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, right? They're relying on Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. They're relying on Persona 3. These are games that are associated with PlayStation or, console exclusive PlayStation, like PS4, PS5, like Grand Blue. Persona's on everything and it's on Game Pass, but nobody's going to give a damn about Persona on the Xbox. Barely anybody's going to play it. Most people are just gonna be like, whatever, like they did with Persona 5 and Persona 3 and Persona 4, so whatever. So most people are gonna buy that on PlayStation, either PS4 or PS5. And yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that's gonna be huge for PlayStation. But once again, that's Square Enix, that's other companies filling in. There's The Last of Us, but there's already a 60 frames per second update on The Last of Us. I mean, so it's just like, it's another game. We just played that, it's not too old. So yeah. Yeah, it's not really looking too good right now, but we'll see. Stellar Blade, still got to see how Stellar Blade is doing, or when that is coming. We'll have to wait and see. Does this mean Sony is being secretive to investors? No, investors know what's going on. Sony should absolutely not move back to Japan. You've made your bed, now you need to lie in it. I don't count Square Enix exclusives as a Sony title. Yeah, neither do I, but I'm just saying as like something that they invested in. So I think they did have some developers help out and stuff like that. So a game that they really pushed as like a reason to buy the PS5, I wonder what happened to the Days Gone. If the leaks showed if the game did well, it could have get a sequel. What happened to the Days Gone is that all the developers, a lot of them basically, all the leads got fired or left the company. Because the game didn't review well and it didn't necessarily sell that great starting out. It got hit with a discount and then it started selling really well. Like once it went to like 20 to 30 bucks, people started buying it in droves, and then they started getting some patches out. So it got patched, it got a severe price drop, and that's when things took off. It started selling a lot better. Like at 30 bucks, people are gonna buy it. But the reviews came out and Sony was not happy with the reviews and the bugs and the glitches and the problems with the game. So that's what happened. So a lot of the lead writers and all that, they all left. A lot of them just went to go do other things. And I think Sony Bend is now working on I don't know if they're working on an Uncharted game or if they're working on something like that. They're not working on Days Gone anymore, but we'll see. So yeah, crazy they're selling mainly on brand name alone and not first party games. I mean, Sony's kind of always sold on that. I mean, if you look at like their best selling systems of all time, it's really been on their brand of PlayStation more so than their first party games. PS4 might be a little bit of a different, difference on there, but they've always had the de facto, this is the place to play third-party games. Like, this is the place to play Call of Duty, with the exception of the Xbox 360, the PS4, the PS5, this is the place to play Call of Duty, this is the place to play Madden, this is the place to play all of the third-party games. That's always been, like, PlayStation's brand, since the PS2 for sure. PS1, it was like, this is the place, it just had a bunch of exclusives. PS1 and PS2 just had hella exclusives. You know, but it's always been kind of the de facto for a lot of third-party games. So, I mean, it's no different here with the PS5. I mean, so yeah. What's up, Cuts? Welcome to the stream. I think they're working on a new IP. Sony Bend is working on a new IP. I heard like Uncharted remake or Uncharted thing, but I mean, maybe they're working on a new IP. We'll see. I don't know if they're going to give them a new IP after that one flopped. I don't know if they're going to give them the money for like a big new IP, but we'll see. Well, what's up, Cuts? What's up, Bilky? Sony's the only consistent company putting out third-party bangers. Well, I mean, they don't really put out third-party bangers. Third parties put out the third-party bangers. Sony doesn't do anything. Sony doesn't make those games. Like, the third parties make those games. A lot of those games also go to PC too. So, I mean, like, I don't know how Sony gets credit for putting out third-party bangers when third parties make those games and they put them on lots of on different platforms. So that doesn't make any sense, but it's all good. Let's see here. PS1, PS2, golden era of Sony. My favorite gen was somewhere, yeah, like PS1 was cool. Kind of ghetto, but cool. PS2 was really good. I like PS2. I like PS3. PS3 started off slow, but I do like the PS3 era. PS4 is when they lost me, is when the PS4 era. That's when they kind of lost me. But yeah, PS1, PS2, and PS3, I was all good. PS2, PS3, I liked the most. But after that, kind of like they lost me after that, so. Let's see. Sorry, meant first party. That's false. Nintendo puts out just as good quality, if not better quality, and more consistent first party games than Sony does. That's insane. Now that's hold up. Now you're really like hold up. Always consistent company putting out first party bangers. That's insane. That is wild to say that. That is wild. They literally had one first party game this year. How is that consistent? Like, that's factually incorrect. They had one big first party game this year. They had Spider-Man. That was it. How are you consistently putting out first party bangers when they had, or the like the best at it, when they had one first party game? What are you talking about? That's insane. That is wild. Let's see here. The next Mario Kart game should be the launch title for the Switch 2. I don't know if it's going to be, if it's ready. I think it's going to be 3D Mario, but we'll see. We will see. If you meant first party, first, it's clearly Nintendo, even compared to other two combined. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it like this year, like Edge gave Tears of the Kingdom Game of the Year, right? But even if you look at, like, let's just say the first party publisher of the year, like who gets the most first party games out? Clearly it's Nintendo. They don't have the third party that Sony and Microsoft have, right? So they have to get the first party games out. Nintendo put out a ton of first party games this year. Now, it might not be what you like or what you like to play, but you can't sit here and say, Sony's the only company consistently putting out first party games. They put out one big first party game of the year. If you count VR, okay, Horizon, Call of the Mountain, that game's not very good. So it's like, they didn't really put out much first party this year. So I that's like fact. I'm not even saying it's a good opinion. It's like factually incorrect. So yeah, it says incorrect. Nintendo doesn't have the best first party. Sony does. And that's your opinion, but you said consistent. So when you use the word consistent, that means it needs to be consistent. One game for the full year is not consistent. Regardless of what you like or not, that's not consistent. Unless you think of, unless your idea of consistency is ass, then okay, then I agree with you. But the word consistent means there's 12 months in a year. Consistent needs to be, I would say, at least maybe 4, 5 months, 6 months. one game out of the whole year is not consistent. That's factually incorrect. So you can like whatever you like. That's fine. If you like Sony's first party more, fine. A lot of people do. But that's not consistent. That's not consistent. That's the problem. Now, if you want to use a blank slate and just say, hey, look, let's just look at it from a review standpoint. Let's not use our own opinion. Let's use a bunch of other people's opinions. Nintendo put out more first-party games this year. They put out higher quality first-party games this year. The best quality Sony first-party game was Spider-Man. That rated a 90. Nintendo had multiple games rated higher than Spider-Man. They had Metroid Prime. They had Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. They had Xenoblade Chronicles Future Redeemed, and they had Super Mario Bros. Wonder. All those games rated higher. So whether you want to look at it from your own personal subjective view, that's fine. But if you look at it from an overall view, nah, it's just that's not consistent. One game isn't consistent, no matter how much you want to talk about it in the chat. So it don't matter. Says over the years, yes, this year not so much. Not really. If you look at the amount of first-party games Nintendo's put out, they've put out more first-party games than Sony every single year since the PlayStation 5 has been released. Unless you can name me all the games consistently Sony's put out better than Nintendo, they have not. First-party wise, no, they have not. But I mean, I'm more than happy to change my mind if you can actually show me some proof of that. But no, they have not. Sony's release schedule has been very sporadic. It's been very spotty and sporadic throughout the PS5's life. They really go long droughts without having games. Now, their games that they've put out are good. They've got Gran Turismo, they've got Horizon, they've got Call of Duty, or no, sorry, that's not a first party. They've got God of War. But in terms of consistency, Nintendo's put out more first-party games at a more consistent clip than Sony ever has in the PS5 era. But I'm more than welcome to, if you can prove me wrong, feel free. So yeah, feel free. Like I said, we can go back to 2020. We can go from 2020 all the way to this point. If you want to go from 2020 to this point, Nintendo's put out more first-party games consistently than Sony. But like I said, that's factual, but feel free to prove me wrong if you can. I'll be more than happy to say I'm wrong on that one. But it's all good. Let's see here. I wonder how Nintendo's development cost compares to Sony. It's a lot lower, Huber. It's considerably lower. I mean, clearly. Yo, what's up, triple seven OG, double OG? I feel like none really cared about Sony's first party since these Western studios. People care about Insomniac. People care about Spider-Man and all that, you know? So yeah. Let's see, Tears of the Kingdom wins Game of the Year at Edge, IGN, and Polygon. Yeah, and there was a couple other, there was a few other big websites where Tears of the Kingdom actually won Game of the Year too as well. So that's pretty interesting. Only going to get worse because the canceled live service project for Sony. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo, they have cheaper development. So Nintendo's going to be able to put out games at a faster clip. Nintendo just has more efficient developers when it comes to what they do. And they're not worried about graphics. So they've got a leg up on Sony. Sony's worried about graphics and worried about all that, you know, so it's going to take longer for them to get their games out. Nintendo, they're not so much. So, you know, and they'll put out smaller games and, you know, things like that. So that's the reason why. Let's see here. Tears of the Kingdom, probably 40 million, maybe 60 if you include market. I mean, we don't know. Nintendo has not given any type of indication how much their games cost, so we have no idea. I mean, we can speculate, but there's no information on how much Nintendo spends on their games, which is unfortunate, but it's just the truth. Although Sony and Nintendo, they both complement each other. They do. I'm just purely talking facts. That's why I said if he thinks that Sony's the greatest company ever and they make the greatest games ever, that's fine. But you can't say they're the only consistent first-party company when they're not. Like I said, but I'm more than happy on being wrong. If you've got a bunch of games, if they outpaced Nintendo in the past 3 years or going on 4 years in terms of first-party, feel free to list them and I'll say that I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. I cover, you know, Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft for a living, so I look at this stuff all the time. I'm pretty much in the know. I have a PS5. I have all the games. I have a lot of Sony's first party games. And yeah, they're not the most consistent. I'm just being honest, you know, not saying that their games aren't good. Their games are great, but they're not the most consistent. That's false. That is false. As in, like, it's not like an opinion. It's just flat out false. But that's okay. It's no big deal. Smaller games help add to Nintendo's lineup of bigger games. Yes, and that's what I think Sony's looking to try to get back to doing something like that. Where's the next Ghost of Tsushima? I think that you spelled it wrong, but that's okay. That's the Chinese knockoff version. Tashima. But yeah. If Sony is slowing down on the live service games, what IPs and other IPs from each developer do you see come back with the PS5? Personally, I mean, it would be really cool to have a Jet Moto game. I think that would be dope. I think it'd be really cool to have a new Motorstorm game, and I'm not a big racing guy. I think it would be dope to have like Ratchet. I mean, obviously, like, you know, Ratchet and Clank's great, but like a Sly Cooper or something like that, or even like a Little Big Planet, like a real, actual Little Big Planet game coming back. I think that'd be dope. That used to sell good for them in the past. So I think those would be cool. You know, there's always Jack and Daxter that can come back. There's always like a lot of different games that they can do to bring back. But I think the problem is that they have to convince their fans that these games are good. I think that Sony is so much on graphics, so much on big budget, so much on that they've put themselves into a corner. You know, like Nintendo fans will buy smaller budget games and they will buy the big budget games. Sony fans, in terms of first party, seem to only want to buy, you know, Sony's big first party games. And even then, it's like they don't buy them at a clip that's like as high as, like, let's say Nintendo's. You have a higher development cost and you're not selling as much, right? And I think that the PC market's eating in, so that's why they're trying to get in on PC, because they know that the PC market's eating into their market a little bit. So yeah, so I think that's the reason why they want to, you know, they want to be profitable, so they have to start putting games on PC. So yeah. Slight edge or not in terms of who is that's irrelevant. What I'm worried about, Bilky Go Boom, what I'm worried about is you lying in the chat. Just don't lie. Just don't make up stuff. Consistency, they do more. Just don't do all that. What you like more is irrelevant. I don't care what people like. You can like whatever you want, but just don't lie. You don't gotta lie if you like one company over another. Like, that's the fanboy shit, you know? Like, you don't gotta lie. Just be honest with yourself. Be honest with everybody here. You don't gotta do all that, you know? So don't lie. That's all I'll ask for you guys. Don't make up stuff, all right? Tears should have won Game of the Year for the Keeley Awards. I mean, I think Baldur's Gate deserves it, man. It earned it. I mean, I voted for Tears, but it's all good, you know? So yeah. Yeah, in fact, Sony releases 4 first-party games in a year. That's considered an insane amount for them, at least in the PS5 era, yeah. But even in the PS4 era, kind of like, that's when they started slowing down a lot, was the PS4 era, where like things that were just kind of like not as much. But yeah, especially for the PS5 era, if Sony releases 3 games, like, that's a pretty good year for them. Like 3 big games, that's a good year for them, because the PS5 era has been not consistent, you know. So yeah. 300 million for Spider-Man 2 is insane. It went 0.72. Yeah, it definitely was striking out, bro. Yeah, it went 0 for 7 at the Game Awards, but I mean, it won all the PlayStation Awards. It's like that Obama meme where he's like putting a medal on himself. It's like that one. You said another code, yeah, I'll check it out. What did you think about the Wolverine look? It looked typical. I mean, it's not finished, so I mean, it really doesn't matter right now. I do have the Crash Bandicoot Remastered game last year. That was not last year. Crash Bandicoot Remastered, that game came out many years. That game came out like in what, 2018 or something, like 20. That game came out a long time ago. The Crash Bandicoot Remastered games, those aren't even from Sony. Those are from Activision Blizzard. Sony said the Horizon Forbidden West sales got nuked when it put on PS Plus, so they might be smarter about stuff like that in the future. Yeah, I think that was the test game, and yeah, it wasn't a good test game. Well, maybe it was an okay test game, but yeah, the sales completely flatlined when they put it on the service, so they're going to be more careful with stuff like that in the future, probably. Then we'll put out 20 broken Pokemon games to Sony's one AAA game. 20, well, I mean, that's Game Freak that's doing that. Game Freak and the Pokemon company. Nintendo's just the publisher, so. Horizon was over 200 million apparently. Yes, Horizon was over 200 million, and The Last of Us Part 2 were over 200 million. Those were PS4 games too. I mean, obviously they had to port to PS5, and that cost money. But yeah. Ratchet and Clank, it said apparently had pretty, I don't know if it had apparently had pretty good profit. There was some conflicting reports in terms of how much it sold and if it needed the PC release to actually make good profit. But I don't know, man, 80 something million and then selling what it sold. I mean, that's okay. But compared to a lot of other games out there, especially Nintendo's first party or even some of the third party games, I'm not sure how good that profit is, to be honest. Like, it's there, and don't get me, it's not bad if the PC is accounted for and obviously those sales are in there. But yeah, 85 million. I mean, there's room to get better profit than that, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see here. Hi-Fi Rush is getting cooked by Tears of the Kingdom on Spawncast Game of the Year. I mean, that's a mismatch. That's definitely a mismatch pull in terms of that. I mean, I saw that on, I think it was on Twitter because he was streaming. I think they're still streaming. I saw that and I was just like, Tears of the Kingdom versus Hi-Fi Rush? Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom's gonna win. So yeah, did you see Xbox Series X on sale for $350? Really tempting to consider it to play all your Xbox games ever. Do you think it'll be the last Microsoft console to play physical games? It's definitely a possibility, yeah. Based off of those leaked plans, that this might be the last gen because Microsoft has an Xbox Series X that apparently is going to come out that's all digital. So, I mean, for the same price, for $499. So it's like, in terms of like the standard price, right? That's the holiday price that they're doing. But so it's like, or maybe they'll drop the price of the physical one later. But they want to just remove the feature, right? They're trying to get rid of it, which they've been trying to get rid of it since the Xbox One. The Xbox SAD edition came out. Microsoft and Sony don't save money not having a Blu-ray drive costs nothing, by the way, guys. Let me just, for a lot of you guys that don't know economy or a lot of you guys that don't know about this type of stuff, a Blu-ray drive isn't expensive to put into a system. It's not. A Blu-ray drive is ancient technology at this point. For Sony, a Blu-ray drive literally is nothing. So the fact that Sony removed the Blu-ray drive from the PS5 and then says, oh, it's $100 cheaper, that's them just trying to trick you into buying all digital. That's just them trying to trick you because there's no way that you remove it all, make it all digital, and then it's $100 cheaper. The Blu-ray drive is like $7 for Sony. It costs nothing for them to put it in there, you know. But it's about trying to get rid of physical games. Shout outs to let's see here. Shout outs to Greg with the $1.99 and says Ape Escape with a $500 million budget won't totally flop. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. That sounds like a great idea. I think everyone would buy that, right? Yo, shout out to my man Greg. Thank you for the
Did Sony just give up on PSVR 2 or what? How many times has it been now that Sony released gaming hardware to not support it?
Oh man.
What is going on with their R&D teams?
Once again, right now, African Strike Force, thank you so much for the $3 donation. Thank you so much. Let me get you guys both up on the board here with the combos, guys. Thank you guys for the combo counts. We are at 7 combos, guys. If we get to 10, we will extend the stream. You guys want a late night D-Gen OJ stream? Let's get those combos up, baby. We're almost at the first extension, 10 minutes. Link in the description if you guys want to see all the rewards there. So we added 2 more points on there from 5 to 7. Let's go. Thank you guys for the support. Shout outs to Greg with the funny comment like always. And yo, Tat, African Strike Force, let me tell you something, bro. Right now, they're a little bit in flux. They have all this different hardware. They're trying to see what to do and where to go. I think if Sony could go back, I think Sony would probably go back and not do VR. Like, if they really could go back, because all of that money that they're spending into VR, imagine that was put into making games. Imagine if that was put into actually making PS5 games so we don't have big old huge droughts. Like, all this money that they're spending on stuff is just, to me, it's like not focused. Like, to me, it should have been spent on actual games for the PlayStation 5. If you want to do PS Portal, then do PS Portal, but you're doing VR, you're doing Portal, you're doing all this nonsense. Just make VR games for Valve or somebody else's headset. If you want to do VR, just make games. You don't have to have your own VR. I don't think VR is profitable or good enough. I don't think they've shown anything. VR has not shown that it's some type of huge pillar of business. And I get it. Maybe if you want to jump on and it becomes the next big fad, but it's not. It hasn't become that. VR has been around now for, what, 10 plus years, depending on all different devices, or more than 10 years, right? And it's not been that. So it's like, at this point, I think it might have been a bust. Like, we have to wait and see, but Sony's not reporting VR numbers. So if you're not going to report numbers, something tells me it's not going good. Sony is the king of not reporting stuff when it's not going good. Microsoft is the king of never reporting shit. You know, excuse my French. So, I mean, like when Sony don't report any numbers, you know it's not going so good. Or if they just say the launch numbers to make it sound impressive and then never talk about it again. Yeah, that's like the PS Vita all over again, right? Oh, wow, look at these numbers. Ooh, let's never talk about that again. You know, so it's like, I think that's the problem right now, is that Sony, they're not doing so good with a lot of their peripheral stuff. Shout outs to Yoshi with the $5. Says, Merry Christmas, OJ. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yo, 2 away from that first combo breaker, guys. I know we can get there. Let's get that 10-minute extension on the stream. I know you guys want a long stream tonight. People want digital console. Why don't they buy one with the disc and put duct tape over the disc slot? or they can just buy everything digital. Because you know, like when you buy a physical, all physical, like when you buy like a physical console, it can be an all digital console too. You guys know that, right? So I mean, like even if you have an all physical console, it can do everything that all digital console can do. You don't got to put any duct tape over anything. You can just buy all your games digital. So it's also all digital as well. It just has the option. So yeah, you don't even got to do it. We don't even got to get that dramatic. Every single all physical system is also an all digital system in the modern age, because all of them, they can all download stuff too, you know? So yeah. So do you think Sony survives as a hardware company past a possible PS6? Yeah, I think that they do. They just got to make some adjustments. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that Sony's dead or they're going to die in the next generation or two. I'm not saying that. They're just going through some issues right now, you know? That's all. Which every company goes through issues. So we're just talking about that from the leaks. Wonder how much Capcom is getting for all these Resident Evil ports they're making, iPhone version, VR versions, just putting them out on everything. It depends. Sometimes these companies give them money to make stuff like, hey, if you make this on our system, because we know it's going to do well, like we'll give you money to make it. So it just depends. But I don't know their business dealings with that, and I don't know their sales numbers either. So it's hard to speculate on that. Do you think, I already read that. Let's see. While I agree Sony first parties are inconsistent, and I am not even a big fan of them. I only really like God of War and Insomniac, but with all the third party, they're doing just fine, especially after this year. Once again, months done. Like if you look at the leaked reports, what you're saying is that they're doing just fine. They're not echoing that internally. Sony Europe lost money this year, apparently was not profitable. Their year-on-year profits were down, right? Sony is trying to see what they can do. Like they panicked about Horizon. So all this stuff that you're saying, I get that 100%, but they're not necessarily thinking that internally. There's potentially going to be layoffs for Insomniac and all these companies. Oh, everything's just fine. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, which they've had layoffs in the PS5 era before. So it's not like it's the first time. So I get what you're saying. And like, I understand that, and they're doing fine. They're doing good. It's not like they're doing bad. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Like some people are trying to led it to believe. And based off of some of these leaks that are happening, Sony absolutely is insecure in their own like skin right now. They're insecure. Based off the leaks and them saying, oh, look at Game Pass and this and that, and oh my God, we flop when we Horizon flop when we put, like, they're unsure and they're a bit insecure in terms of the direction of the company. They're saying, should we make AA games to make like, they're unsure on AA games. They're questioning whether they should even do AA games because they killed their Japanese studio that made great AA games. So they're questioning themselves. They're saying we're not sure. They're saying the development's too high. They're saying we might have to lay people off. Like, it's not just everything's just fine. Like, there are a lot of moving pieces here that might come into play later, which you'll see. Once again, not saying the company's dead or dying or whatever the case is, but these are things that are happening, you know, within the company, you know? So yeah. Ethan, mother bleeper, Aaron Rafts with the $2. It says, speaking of VR, I'm excited for Meta Quest 2. Shout outs, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you're excited. I can't get hyped for VR, but you know what? As long as you're hyped for VR, then I'm happy for you. Thank you so much, Aaron, for the $2. Appreciate that. One away from the combo count, guys, from the 10-minute extension on the stream. Let's go. Shadows drop Zelda on Christmas. They will not. Shout out to Robert. Welcome to the stream, though. Wii was matched up with PS2, wasn't it? No. Wii was in the same generation as PS3 and Xbox 360. It's a 7th gen system. The GameCube was matched up with the PS2. Let's see here. It's good that they're panicking now that they're ahead. I don't know if it's good that they're panicking because we're not getting more games. So I don't think that's a good thing, guys. Like, when you go off of a year where you only get one big first party game, I don't think that's a good thing that they don't know what their plan is, you know? That's not a good thing for us. Let's see here. Isn't that Wii U? No, the Wii U was matched up against PS4 and Xbox One. The GameCube came out in 2001. The PS2 came out in 2000. The Xbox, the original, came out in 2001. The Wii came out in 2006. The PS3 came out in 2006. The Xbox 360 came out in 2005. The Wii U came out in 2012. The PS4 came out in 2013. Xbox One came out in 2013 as well. So those are the timelines that they match up. So yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, whenever a company panics, it does not end well. Exactly, it does not end well. Ford, I know what I'm talking about. I'm old, trust me. I grew up in those eras. I can tell you right now that when the Wii came out, it was matched up with the PS3 and the Xbox 360 because they came out right around the same time. It's a 7th generation system. It's a successor to the GameCube. So I'm telling you right now, I know what I'm talking about. I'm dead serious. GameCube was with PS2. GameCube, PS2, original Xbox. Wii, PS3, Xbox 360. Wii U, PS4, Xbox One. I promise you. I 100% promise you that I'm not lying. So let's see here. Ryan Tyler, VO, with the $9.99. And he says, Merry Christmas, OJ, to you and the fam. What's the latest on the misses and when's the little one coming out? When's the little one gonna get here? Updates coming out very soon here. Wii U is 8th gen. It came out with the PS4 and the Xbox One. It came out right around the same time as so it's 8th gen. So I don't know what else to tell you. The PS4 came out in 2013. The Wii U came out in 2012. You know? So I don't know what else. Like, I don't know how else I can break it down to you. 484.
PlayStation sales in Japan are getting really worrisome. I will say this.
Okay.
If the next Monster Hunter comes out and doesn't boost PS5 console sales in Japan, it might be over for them there.
Sony's not worried about Japan. First of all, shout outs to Ryan Tyler VO. Thank you for the $10. Thank you so much for the big $10. I do appreciate that. And he says, thank you so much for the big 10. We're gonna get you 2 more points. Appreciate that. And then shout outs to my man Tap with another $3 as well. Thank you so much for the continued support. So that's gonna be 3 points. It's gonna get us to 12. And the first, you guys know what it is. Let's go. Combo breaker, let's go. Switch 2 at this point is kind of in its own category or area because Nintendo bucked the normal trends and released a system kind of like right in the middle of it. So it's kind of hard to say at this point. We're becoming to the point where we're like generationless, but I'm telling you in terms of the past and where those systems were lined up, that's where the systems line up. Some people put Switch with the 8th gen, some people put it with the current gen. In terms of like sales numbers, Switch is compared to current gen. Like if you look at like the NPD, because they compare all the current sales numbers, they compare Switch with PS5 and Xbox Series. They do not compare Switch with the PS4 and Xbox One. They compare it with the current system. So they pretty much compare it with anything that's current. Switch was compared to PS4 and Xbox One was out, but it's also compared to these systems that are out. So Nintendo's kind of like on their own timeline at this point. Let's see here, Robert. So when the next Xbox Series and the next PlayStation come out, those will be compared with the Switch 2 whenever those systems come out, because I'm pretty sure those systems will come out within 2 to 3 years of the Switch 2. So Microsoft might release their next system in 2026. So that's absolutely going to be compared with the Switch 2. PS5, there might be a PS6 in 2026 or 2027. That's probably going to be compared with the Switch 2. So it's just going to be whenever the new systems come out, they'll just all move them to the same bracket, you know? So yeah. Let's see here. Thank you so much for the support though, guys. Appreciate Ryan Tyler. Thank you for the $9.99 big $10 JoJo boys. Let's go. I think we got 2 JoJos as of today. Those $10 are up. So thank you guys for the support, man. I appreciate that. 2 of them. Shout outs to my man. Ryan Tyler, appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Let's go. Keep those JoJos up. Keep those combos counts up. Next combo count is at 15, and we'll get a 15-minute extension on tonight's stream. Guys, I had my favorite drink today. My favorite drink is Diet Orange Sunkiss. I love Diet Orange Sunkiss. I can't drink it all the time because your boy got to lay off on the Diet Orange Sunkiss, not the regular Sunkiss, Diet Orange Sunkiss. But I had it tonight, and it always makes my voice sound silky smooth and the sexiest to the max, okay? So your boy can talk a lot tonight. I am ready to extend the stream. I am ready. As you guys can tell, my voice is velvety smooth tonight. So I am ready to do it. I am ready if you guys are ready. Let's go. Shout outs. What's up, Epic Globster? Yeah, you kind of missed a lot. We've been talking about a lot of different things. As long as the free-to-play games like Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact is doing well in Japan on PS5, then Sony isn't worried about Japan. I don't think even if those games did bad, I don't think Sony's worried about Japan. They're not really worried about Japan at all. But I will say this, yeah, like if the next Monster Hunter comes out and it doesn't, I mean, it's gonna boost sales. Like it's going to boost sales in Japan. Like there's a bunch of games that I would think that next year in February, PS5 should probably sell better than the Switch. Like it should sell better because it's got Grand Blue, it's got Persona, and it's got Final Fantasy all in February. You know, those are all coming out in February. So I'm guessing that PS5 should do better a couple of months as Nintendo moves on to the next thing. But yeah, like Monster Hunter is coming out, but that's not next year, right? That's 2025. So we have to wait and see on that. Excuse me. Let's see here. Craft beer fan? No, I'm not really a beer drinker at all. I might have like maybe like 7 or 8 beers per year, and that's just on special occasions. So yeah, I'm not really a craft beer drinker, but I want to try some, like go like a beer festival one of these days and try out some different types. But yeah, I'm not really an alcohol person at all. I'm more of like a home cooked meal plus Diet Orange Sunkist meal person. You give me a home-cooked meal, some chicken, some nice rice, chicken rice, and like a Diet Orange Sunkist with like a Hawaiian roll, and I'm like, that's my heaven, man. That's my thing. Give me some video games to play, get to hang out with my family. Yeah, that's my good zone right there, man. My voice is ready. Double OG, triple OG. Make sure you guys, if you're not a member yet, make sure you guys love these late night streams. You guys love this action. You guys love all this content that we're bringing to you. You can become a member. I saw the link in there. You can become a member. It's only $1. Gets you badges, emotes, names highlighted, and Discord access. The best memberships on YouTube. Plus, it adds to our combo count as well. Like I said, it's only $1. So thank you guys. Shout outs to all the Elite Ninjas. I want to give you guys some big love. Elite Ninjas. We are working on Elite Ninja exclusive content for you guys for next year. So exclusive polls to where you guys are going to be able to get like content, be able to vote on the next like list videos that I do. So yeah, we are working on that. We've got a big revamp. For those who don't know, I bought a new house. This is my mom's house. I'm in my old room. This is my mom's house. My mom's house is awesome. I actually love my mom's house. It's a really nice house. But anyway, I'm in my mom's house. This is my old room that I used to be in when I first started doing PlayerEssence. And but I bought a new house. But there's some remodeling work that we're getting done, right? So I'm gonna have a real office, a really nice office. But I'm not gonna go into the new office until it's completely done, right? So we're getting everything remodeled. We're gonna make it look nice. So yeah. So next year is the ETA is when we're going to start getting some of that exclusive content out there for members and more stuff, more streams, and all that. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. What if I gave you a Nissan GTR or a new Mustang? Isaiah, you'd be the homie if you did that. You'd be the super homie. I'll take either one. Your boy still drives the car that I bought that I had to borrow $1,000 from my sister. The car's paid off. It's a nice little Chevy, you know what I'm saying? It's paid off, but your boy still drives that, you know? Listen, the car's paid off, so I'm not in a rush to buy a new car. So anybody that wants to dono a car, hey man, I'm down for that. You know what I'm saying? I am down. No, houses are not cheap these days. Houses are not cheap. Although, you know, I live in Central California, so the houses are cheaper than what you'd buy in like Los Angeles or what you'd buy in like a San Francisco or like a Northern California. My brother just got a new house, and the amount that he told me that he paid for it, I was like, wow. I can't afford that. I was like, goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. My house is my bloody student loans. Hey man, it took me 10 plus years to pay off my student loans, but I paid those babies off. You'll get it done at some point. So yeah. Man, that Chevy still runs. It's a 2013. It still runs. It's good. Every year something happens to it though, but it's cheaper than going and getting a new car. Like I'll just take it to Chevy. Maybe it's like a $400 thing or a $300 thing, but that's still way cheaper than buying a new car. I'd rather just get my car fixed because Chevy, they got really good mechanics. They got really good parts. You just swap them in, boom, 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 boom. Car runs like great. Something might break. Got to pay about $200, $300, $400 or something. Even if it's up to $600 or $700, that's still cheaper than buying a new car. So I'm good. I think I'll just stick with my little 2013 Chevy and A to B, man. I might get my wife. She wants a new car, so once she starts, working a little bit, I can maybe chip in a bit next year, maybe next year or year after. But yeah, because house was first. But yo, 484.84 with the $5 dono. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Chip away at that combo count. 2 away from the next combo extension. So yeah, man. Excuse me, right. It's always cheaper. Oh man, I'm so happy, dude. I'm so happy I paid off that car, dude. I'm like, oh, no more car payment. Let's go. Because it's good owning your car. Like when they sent me that deed, or they sent me that, not deed, or that slip that I own it, I'm like, yeah, it's good to own stuff. It's good to get your own whatever you're gonna have, So I just want to work on the house now. I just want to work on paying off the house and then just having that set. Like, all right, here we go. We got a nice house. We're getting it all fixed up, getting it look nice. Remodeling. Oh man, the house is, I'm telling you, I got the house for a steal. In the neighborhood that it's in a nice neighborhood. I got the house for a steal. So when it's finished, but it's not move-in ready. That's the only problem. It's not move-in ready. So we've been taking the last month. We've been, they've been working because, we're replacing the carpet. We're paint. We had to paint. We had to take 3 rooms and turn it in. It was a 4-bedroom house. We had to take, the rooms were too tiny, so we had to take 3 rooms and make it into 2. We had to redo the bathroom because the master bathroom was tiny. So we had to make that bigger, knock down some walls. But yeah, it's going well, man. It's going well. I'll post some pictures on Twitter tomorrow. I went to the house yesterday, but my wife usually takes care, does all the dealings with the guys there and everything. So yeah, man, it's good though. Final level Mario Wonder, it's super hard. Yeah, it's pretty tough, man. It's pretty tough. What's up, John? 7DO, thank you for the $1.99. Appreciate that. Let's go, baby. Thank you for that support. 1 away. Actually, no, we've got it, baby. Let's go, Enrique. Let's go.
Enrique, which kind of magical drink is that gives you voice powers? Seems like stuff you can find at Hogwarts. Just joking. I wish you the best. And happy holidays, man.
Yes, happy holidays. Thank you so much, 7DO. Shout outs to Enrique with the combo breaker in the house. We got a 15-minute extension on the stream. The magic tonic, guys, for your voice is diet. I don't know if you can get this in Spain. I think you can get it in Spain. Go to one of those stores where they sell, I don't know. They probably got Diet Orange Sunkiss in Spain. But anyway, Diet Orange Sunkiss with the ice, water. Add some water to it. Add some ice. Then it's like half and half, right? If you get like a cup this big, like a mug, half water, half Diet Orange Sunkiss with some nice ice in there. Not too much, not too little. And that is the voice. That is the nectar of the gods. That's what makes your voice just pop, man. It gives you a little bit of spring. So yeah, that is my favorite drink in the world. You'll never catch me say, if anybody says, yo, OJ, what's your favorite drink? Diet Orange Sunkiss, watered down, 50-50. 50% water, 50% Sunkiss, with about 5 cubes of ice in there. And that is the golden drink. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the support, though, guys. I appreciate it. Yes, Tears of the Kingdom game of the year. Never played it. Well, here's the thing, man. First of all, one, you're being homophobic. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just ban you because we don't tolerate any of that here. All right, my man. Second of all, it's funny that you're being homophobic when you probably don't got a girlfriend. That's another funny thing, just out of curiosity. You're probably curious about what you actually like. So you got to stop, you know what I'm saying? Stop being in the closet and stop worrying about that. Just be who you are. We're in 2023, homie. If that's how you like to roll, that's fine. I'm not going to hold it against you. You know what I'm saying? But coming here and equating that to all that, it's okay. You're curious on what you actually like. You know, and that's fine. I get it. But at the same time, you coming here, what's that going to do? It's a Friday night, bro. Go work on actually not being what you're so against with the gay, Oh my God, you're so edgy. Bro, fudge out of here. What are you, 5? Get out of here, bro. Ain't nobody care about what you think. Now go work on yourself. Because trust me, I'm guarantee you there ain't no girls touching you at this point. I can tell you that right now. Because you came here on a Friday night. On a Friday night. Think about that. To make gay jokes. Ain't nobody care. We're not in the year 2000 or This ain't the 90s, bro. It's 2023. 30% of the population gay or something like that. They ain't normal. Everybody out there. I deal with every day, so I don't know why you coming here doing that homophobic stuff. It's stupid, bro. What year are we in? Moving on. Let's see here. Does homophobic people always out themselves? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's just some weirdo just being homophobic for no reason. Thought it was gonna be funny, so he just got banned. Thanks for coming out to the stream, though. I appreciate that, man. But like I said, it's a Friday night, man. Go work on yourself, bro. Go work on yourself. Do what you gotta do. What's up? Came during the roast. Love it. And that was a deserved roast. 7Dio said, keep hustling, my man. Appreciate the grind. Happy holidays, my dude. If possible, can we please hear Frog's theme from Chrono Trigger? Absolutely. Remember, guys, if you drop a dono, put your music request in there. I'll be more than happy to play video game track of your choice. Let's go. Frog's theme. One of the best, too. Frog's theme. Let's go. One of the greatest themes of all time. Let's see here. LOL, you making the 2000s seem like the Middle Ages? I can tell you from experience that back in the 2000s, like, it still wasn't like, you still had to be respectful, but it was a lot more lenient than it is now. You know, now at this point, you really don't say stuff like that. Even back in 2000, like, you probably shouldn't say stuff at that point too, but it was very different in terms of what people would say. You know, very, very, very different. Doesn't mean it was right, but it was just different, you know? I mean, there's been huge advancements in terms of, you know, what to say and what not to say, or what people are going to accept or not call you out on, you know? So, yeah. Just beat Lies of P. I still gotta play Lies of P. Excuse me. Yeah, exactly. Striving to get better as a culture. Shout outs to you guys, though. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We are at 89 likes. Guys, we've got 200 people watching, 190 something people watching. Hit that like button. Let's go. Let's get to 125 likes. ASAP Rocky, baby. ASAP. Let's go. Thank you so much for your support, though, guys. I appreciate it. For real. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's go over this next topic. All right, let's go over this next topic. So there was a guy on Twitter, and he had nearly 3,000 likes. And he says, no video game company acquisition has ever gone well. I'm gonna call cap. I'm gonna call Capimus Maximus on that, because there is one company that I know of that has gone better than anybody could have even imagined in the history of imagining in video games. And that is Monolith Soft. Monolith Soft is one of the most goated, god tier acquisitions in the history of acquisitions. Retro Studios, not quite as good, but still really good. But Monolith Soft is one of the GOATs. And honestly, I think Next Level Games is going to be very fruitful as well. When that Luigi's Mansion 4, wait till that Luigi's Mansion 4 on Switch 2 and those graphics. Wait till that game comes out. Oh my God. Luigi's Mansion was a low-key beast for the Switch. People don't talk about that game's selling power. That game's a beast, man. It's sold like 12 million copies. Wait till Luigi's Mansion, that one. So I personally feel, they also made Punch-Out, and they made some other stuff too. But I feel that Nintendo's acquisitions have been pretty freaking good. They don't do a lot of them, but when they do, it's been pretty dang good. Minecraft was the best acquisition ever. Minecraft was already a well-oiled machine before Microsoft purchased them. So yeah, well, that's a good acquisition. They were already incredible and really good before Microsoft even got them. Now, don't get me wrong, Microsoft has obviously extended it, but Minecraft would have been what it was without Microsoft. So usually what a dope acquisition is when the company isn't what it is, and then they purchase them, and then they become something even greater. They do even like, oh my God, greater things. Minecraft was already going in that direction. They were already going in that direction. Don't get me wrong, like having Microsoft probably opened up more deals and opened up more stuff, but it was already kind of like, all right, this is huge. You know what I'm saying? To me, companies like Monolith Soft that were essentially nobodies or almost nobodies, and then they turned into what they do where they're making Zelda, they're making Splatoon, they're making Animal Crossing, multiple franchises, multiple different games. They're making Xenoblade. They turned that into a multi-million selling franchise. To me, that's more impressive than taking over something that's already established and saying, all right, there you go. It's now we own it. It's like, all right, well, that's not that impressive, you know? So that's the reason. Insomniac, very good pickup because Insomniac was good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they made Ratchet and Clank. They were good. But man, it's been better now.
Boxing Day deals, and I am interested in Final Fantasy 16.
Okay.
Would you recommend that to someone like me who has not played any Final Fantasy games before?
Yeah, I think Final Fantasy 16 is the best Final Fantasy, or one of the best Final Fantasy games to play if you've never played any Final Fantasy games, because it's nothing like any of the other It's not like it's nothing like any of the other Final Fantasy games. There's some themes and certain things that are like it, but it's very much its own type of game. So if you like Devil May Cry, if you like Bayonetta, if you like games like that, then you should like Final Fantasy 16, you know? If you like DMC, you should like Final Fantasy 16. Or if you like RPGs and DMC, then this game should be right up your alley. So yeah, I'd say yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, it'd be worth it for you. You don't really need to know other Final Fantasy games. Like, you don't need to know it. It has its own story, own characters, own everything. So, I mean, if you know other Final Fantasy games, you're going to be better off. But yeah, you don't really need to know or play other Final Fantasy games. So yeah, I'd say absolutely, I'd recommend it. Thank you so much, DeAndre, with the $3.76. We are at 16 times combo count, guys. 4 more, and we have a 20-minute extension on the normal 2-hour extension. We already got 15 minutes, so thank you guys so much for your support. Let's see if we can push for the 20, 25, and potentially even hour long if we get to 30. Let's go. Thank you guys for your support. Let's get it. Just started Xenoblade X on the Wii U for the first time, and wow, what a feature-complete game it was. It really was. It's really good. They bought Mojang cheap and just cashing checks all day for that game. They did not buy Mojang for cheap. Microsoft bought Mojang for like $1 billion plus. But yeah, you're right. Like, the money that it makes is obviously worth it, but it wasn't necessarily cheap. Microsoft buys Minecraft. How much did they buy Minecraft for? Or Microsoft buys Mojang, sorry. Buys Mojang. How much did they buy him for? Microsoft bought Mojang for $2.5 billion. So that was back in 2014. So if we use an inflation calculator, let's use it real quick. 2.5 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. No. 2, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 5. And 2014. And 2014. Now in this month. Let me see if that's actually. Hold up. Let me make sure it's $1 billion because this thing's small as hell. Where's my calculator at? Calculator. All right, let me go to my calculator app, make sure it's all there. 2, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. All right, there you go. Yeah, that's a lot of zeros. That's a lot of zeros. All right, let me make sure it's all there. Those are all the zeros. All right, calculate it. So, boom. Oh my God, what happened? Try again. Paste. 2014. Trying to do 2014. I don't know why this is not working. It kind of busted on me. 2014. Boo. Let's just do last year. Yeah, it keeps on saying error. I don't know why it keeps on saying error. Let me go to a different one. This one's busted. Let's do this one. All right. In 2014, purchased an item for Star Fox music is great, isn't it? That much it would cost. Yeah, that is $3.2 billion. It's about a 29% inflation across this. So they purchased them for $3.2 billion, which is still a lot. But Minecraft makes a lot, so it's definitely worth the purchase. But yeah, it's $3.2 billion, which is less than Bungie. And if I'm not correct, that's about Bungie or less than Bungie. In comparison, that's a really terrible purchase. Bungie is a really terrible purchase because they make nowhere near as much money as Minecraft makes. So yeah, it's a terrible purchase for Bungie. But yeah, it's a lot of money back then. A lot of money, 3.2 billion. I think Bungie was more. Sup, Solid Snake. Late reply, Nintendo buying Microsoft is the Alaska purchase of video games. Yes. OJ got to be the realest streamer, always drops some genuine opinions, but also information. Hey, no problem. That's what we're here to do. DMC had more sauce than Final Fantasy 16. DMC has infinitely more sauce than Final Fantasy 16. It has multiple different characters you can use. It's got a whole bunch of different suite of options. It's got like better like side activities and different things to do. Like it's much saucier. But Final Fantasy still has some. I think like the music for me personally, I'm not as much into like the metal DMC music. So I think Final Fantasy 16's music like clears it. But once again, that's just gonna be based off of personal preference. But gameplay wise, I don't like the way that the dodging works in DMC 5. I'm not a huge fan of that, so it is what it is. But yeah, DMC has tons of sauce. So okay, I'm way late, even though I missed the Spawncast Game of the Year awards. What up, OJ? Hey chat, missed anything insanity? Yeah, you kind of missed a lot of stuff already because I think we're already like almost 2 hours in, right? How many hours in are we? We are, yeah, no, we're only an hour 16 in. Never mind, I'm stupid. So yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You missed a little bit. I would say, will Microsoft buy more studios, or is it enough for them to for them now? They'll probably buy more in the future. Yeah. Bungie was 3.7 billion. So yeah, that's a terrible purchase. That's a terrible purchase. You know, that would be the equivalent of, even if you bought Bungie back then, that'd be the equivalent of buying them for like 2.9 billion or something, or like 3 billion, right? So that'd be the equivalent of doing that. Like that's insane. That's wild to do that. Like to buy Sony overpaid for Bungie. They are regretting buying Bungie right now. That was a terrible buy. Terrible buy. Nobody wanted them for that price either. Nobody was going to pay that much for Bungie. So I don't know why Sony podied up so much for that. Microsoft wasn't going to pay that. So I don't know why they decided that. All they have is freaking Destiny, and Destiny doesn't make money. But I think that they bought them because they felt that their expertise can help them make a bunch of live service games like Destiny successful. I think that's the reason why they felt the money would be well worth it, because they would make, you know, Bungie would help them make like 5 or like 1 million live service games, and like 5 of those live service games would take off because of Bungie's guidance, and it would all pay for itself. But it's actually not the case. It's actually completely different. The live service games are getting canceled. The Last of Us canceled. Their biggest game that potentially could make the most money as a live service canceled, and now they're questioning whether live service is it. And right now that purchase is looking terrible right now, you know. So yeah, not good. If a company only buys the IP, of course it's not gonna end up, I think, that well. But if the company buys people and the talent like Nintendo, it often ends well. Yeah, I mean, well, if you buy a company, you're buying the people and the talent as well, too. I mean, you're buying both, right? So, like, they didn't buy just the IP. Most companies will not buy just an IP. The only time that an IP gets bought is very weird circumstances. So, like, let's just say, like Epic, for example, they own Gears of War. Epic really has no need to own Gears of War as a strong publishing partner. So Microsoft purchased the Gears of War IP. Epic didn't need it. There was no point. They were making tons of money off Fortnite. They're making tons of money off Unreal. So there's no point in owning for Epic to own Gears. So they sold it to Microsoft, right? When a company goes out of business, they will sell their IPs, you know, like they will sell their IPs, like the old THQ sells their IPs, or maybe there might be a company that, you know, doesn't want it anymore, like Square Enix. They're not making any money off of their IPs, so they sold the IPs, and a lot of the whole developers came with them, you know. So it wasn't just the IPs, it was like the devs too. Although there was like some of the IPs that didn't have developers attached to it, right? Like you don't get everybody, you just get the IP, like Soul Reaver, like there's no devs with Soul Reaver, you know? So you just get the IPs, and then you get like the developers that work on like the biggest IPs, like, you know, Crystal Dynamics, right? But now there's problems with that too, because Embracer is stupid, so yeah. Nintendo should bring back Alpha Dream so we can see them going bankrupt again. A lot of the Alpha Dream developers actually went to go work for Nintendo, believe it or not. So a lot of them actually got jobs at Nintendo. So I'm guessing there will be a new Mario RPG game that they make at some point, right? Mario and Luigi or RPG game for the Nintendo Switch 2. I hate to say it, but Microsoft hasn't done well with purchasing developers. They really haven't. But we'll see how I mean, Bethesda's going. We'll see how, you know, Redfall, not so good. Starfield, yeah, it's not going so well right now. Fallout, yeah, that hasn't, I mean, it's better, but yeah, I don't know, man. Not going so well, Chief. Shout outs to George FT with the $1.99. He says, can you play Space Armada Smash version? Cheers, OJ. Thank you so much, George FT, with the dono. Let's go, babies. Thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate that, George FT. Thank you guys for supporting the village, man. You guys, a lot of you guys are the same tried and true coming through, supporting your boy. You know what I'm saying? Supporting the remodel, supporting what we got to do over here. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's get this going here. Space Armada Smash version. All right, let's go. I was actually just playing that. That's the funny thing. All right, we'll play the full version for you, baby. Thank you so much, George FT. 17 on the combo count, guys. We are 3 away from the 20-minute extension. Let's go, babies. Let's go, man. We're beating out what we did. I think on when was that? When did I last stream? Thursday? Was it Thursday or was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday. We're beating out Wednesday. We already beat out the 12 on that. Let's go, baby. Hey, PlayerEssence, do you think we'll ever get a Beautiful Joe game again? I think one of these days, yes, we will get a remaster of like Beautiful Joe 1 and 2. Yeah, I think so. It's possible. I never knew Gears was owned by Epic. The more you know. Yeah, Gears used to own Epic. Back when Gears 1 first came out, it was a collaboration between Epic and Microsoft. Epic had developers like Cliffy B, and they teamed together with Microsoft. They needed a killer app to really push the Xbox 360 in its second year against the Nintendo Wii and the PlayStation 3, and that was Gears of War. That's when they, you know, they decided, hey, we need a game. Epic actually was so influential. This game was so influential that Epic actually got Microsoft. They pulled like a Capcom and actually got Microsoft to increase the RAM of the Xbox 360, because when they found out how much RAM the Xbox 360 had, they were like, okay, that's not enough. So they actually got them to double it. I think like the 512 or whatever. So they got them to double the RAM in the system, which cost Microsoft a ton of money, but they needed that in order to get Gears of War the way that it was. And it ended up being, you know, the rest is history. Gears of War is a huge franchise now. But yeah, that was the history with Gears, at least the brief beginning of Gears of War. I remember because I was in it. I was right there. I had an Xbox 360. I was waiting for Gears of War. My friend A-Train, we were in college. We were in JUCO college. And we were waiting for Gears of War. We were playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Gears of War came out that year. Obviously, the Wii was coming out that year. It was a good time. It was a good time for games. PS3 started heating up with some of its games coming out. So it was good. It was a good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see here. Did you play Fable spinoff? Was it good? Which Fable? You talking about Fable the Journey? That one, yeah, I have that one. I played it. It sucks. On the Kinect? Yeah, it sucks. It's not very good. Yeah, we're still chilling, baby. What's up, Nate E? What is good? Welcome. Excuse me. I've always wanted to try the Gears of War series. Yeah, try it out. It's really cheap. If you want to just pick up Gears of War 1 on the, and you can play it on, if you have a PC, you can play it on there. If you have an Xbox One, you got an Xbox 360, you got an Xbox Series, you can play on any Xbox. It's backwards compatible. It's pretty good. I mean, like, you know, it's a third-person shooter, cover shooter. It's very visceral. It's gory. They've got some interesting mechanics in there, like with the reloading, like this little mini game, like where you have to like line it up. If you line up like the reload on time, a little quick time event, or not quick time event, little button press, you actually get like power bullets. And if you're playing on the harder difficulties, you're gonna need those power bullets to take out the locusts. And it's good. It's fun. I liked Gears of War on the original Xbox 360. I kind of just grew out of the games. I just kind of just stopped playing them. But I played Gears of War 1, beat it. Gears of War 2, beat it. Gears of War 3, beat it. I started playing Gears of War 4, and that's when I just said I'm done. I don't care about the series anymore. But yeah, I played all the previous ones, and it was good. They were good. And there's another like side Gears of War game that I played. I forgot what it's called. It's like with the blonde dude. That Gears of War is like Judgment or Gears of War something, and I played that, and I thought it was like, it was okay. So yeah. Let's see here. They haven't evolved much, but good games. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem that I have with Gears of War. It hasn't really evolved. Like, you play Gears of War 1, like, there's new things and new weapons, but there's no upgrading path. There's like no like more in-depth gameplay. Like, they didn't add anything kind of like, there's no more sauce. Like, Gears of War 1 had like the chainsaw. Like, they never replicated the chainsaw, but like a new weapon, right? There wasn't anything like dope, like a Sheikah Slate or like a Zonai arm or something like that, right? There was nothing that was like, they never added enough sauce to the games. And it just made me, like when I played Gears of War 4, I'm like, there's no sauce. The sauce is up. Because I had been playing it for a while. So there was anything that was like, made me say, oh my gosh, like that's like the new chainsaw, There was new weapons and the graphics are better and the sound is good and surround sound, pew, pew, pew. But like, it just, like I said, it just ran out of sauce for me. But it's still a good series, still good games, still really good games. Gears of War motion always kind of made me nauseous with the movement. Yeah, a little bit. Once Cliffy B stopped working on it, yeah, maybe. But once again, even with Cliffy B's ones, like it ran out of sauce. I don't know if there's anything they could have done. That's why they're taking so long with the next Gears of War. It's like they got to think of something good, because the last one that came out, it was okay, but it was like, all right, where are we gonna go from here, So that's why there hasn't been a new Gears of War. I'm like, what? How many years has it been since the new Gears of War? I just remember playing Gears of War on the Xbox, my Xbox One X, bro. That ish was like 100 gigabytes, bro. It took forever. The internet that I had at the time, bro, I'm sitting there waiting all day to play this game, man. It was terrible. I was like, bro, why is this like 100 gigabytes? The Xbox 360 game, I mean, obviously the graphics were nowhere near as good, but like, I'm like, the Xbox, I just popped in the Xbox and it just worked. I just take the disc. This was before you installed on the Xbox. I just take the disc, pop it in, boom, I was playing Gears of War right away. Why am I waiting so damn long to play this game? It ain't that good for me to be waiting so damn long. That was also another problem that I had, bro. That thing was downloading for forever. I'm like, hell no, this game is not good enough for me to be sitting here waiting 10 years to play. Skip that. Yo, what's up, For Glory? So it was Gears of War. Yeah, Gears of War Judgment. Yeah, I played that one too. The Pulse developer People Can Fly made Gears of War Judgment. Yeah, there you go. People Can Fly. They also made Bulletstorm, which I played a bit, and that was an okay game. So trust me, the wait was worth it. The wait was worth for what? I think I got a text from Verizon saying add another line to give me an Xbox Series X. So I would add another line, get an Xbox Series X, then discontinue the line. Let's see, Gears 5 is more open-ended, right? I played it for a bit. I've never played Gears 5, so I don't know how Gears 5 is, but I'm done with the Gears series. So until I see some sauce, I'm done with the Gears series. Now let's see here. There's a chance Nintendo games take longer to release. I can't see them releasing games almost every month for 10 years from now. I mean, I think Nintendo will always have a good pipeline because Nintendo can always make smaller games that do well, that they don't have to worry about graphics and all that, So I don't know if they're gonna have a game every single month. Yeah, that'd be insane. Probably not that, but I mean, it'll still be a pretty good clip, Let's see here. I enjoy Bulletstorm on Switch. Yeah, it's not bad. The Resonator did it for me. It slowed down the action of the game. It was fast paced. All right, I don't even remember. To be honest, I don't even remember anything about Gears of, like the Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3. I totally forgot. My life was completely different back then. So I don't even remember those games, to be honest. So whatever those games did that were awesome, cool. I believe you. I'll be honest, I don't remember, and I actually don't care. But I'm glad. Wait, the Resonator, was that thing that you shot and like you hold it? And then like a beam comes down and blasts somebody for as long as you hold it. Is that what that thing is? I think that's what that thing is, right? Is that what it is? I don't remember. I think that's what that thing is. So I think that's what that thing is. I'm not okay. That's what it is. Okay, there you go. That's what it is. I remember. Was that Hammer of Dawn? Okay, Hammer of Dawn. Okay, no, that's the Hammer of Dawn. whatever. I love Gears 1 through 3, but it should have ended there. I played Gears 4 and a little of 5, and those games were weird and stopped playing. Yeah, Gears 4 was like, this is just a really crappy version of like Mass Effect 2. So yeah. Oh snap! Let's go! Star Platinum! Sourdough!
Merry
Yo,
Christmas
B
and
Queen!
God bless. Could you do poll to see if anyone wants to hear that silly Bumble song?
B Queen with the 150. Merry Christmas and God bless. I was yelling through the whole thing. Merry Christmas and God bless. Could you do a poll to see if anyone wants to hear this silly Bumble song? Yes, I will do the poll. I will play the Bumble song for you. B Queen, you do a 150 drop. Yo, let's go. 15 points added to the board. Let's get it. 29 points. We are out there. We are one away from that hour-long extension, guys. Beat Queen coming through. Let's go. Hold up. Double combo breaker. Let's go. All right, play the song. All right, she says do a poll. So when B Queen asks for something, the queen asks, the queen shall receive. Okay? So we're gonna start the poll. Should I play the Buck Bumble song? All right, so should I play the Buck Bumble song? Yes, it's a simple poll. So I got to do the dance too. I'm guessing we need to do the whole 9. Shout outs to Broccoli Rob as well with the 30. All right, we got the hour-long extension, guys. If we hit 40 points, we get the bonus stream next week. We already got a bonus stream this week. I owe you guys, love y'all. But if we hit 40, we get the bonus stream for next week as well, the Sunday stream. Let's go. Broccoli Rob, thank you for the tune-in tier. So right now, like it's 27 votes, Beat Queen. Shout outs to Beat Queen. Thank you so much, young lady. I appreciate the huge, and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for the huge Christmas dono. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Tis the season, as DSP would say. Beat Queen, thank you so much, young lady. Beat Queen is the elitist of elite ninjas. You guys know how Beat Queen is. Beat Queen, I appreciate the heck out of you. I gotta make it to the Midwest, Beat Queen. I gotta make it there and say what up. Definitely at a convention or something. I gotta buy some of the art. I gotta buy some of your fine arts that you have there. Shout outs to Beat Queen, for real. Beat Queen is the homie. I appreciate you, Beat Queen. Hokage of the village. You know how it does. You know how she does it. Thank you so much. 150 on the board. 30 on the combo count. Let's go. OJ, how old are you again? I'm 49. I'm turning 50 next year. I'll be 50 in April. Go to our zoo. It's number 1. The zoo. So Beat Queen, if I take my family to the zoo, would you meet me at the zoo? If you could, would you meet me there and we can hang out at the zoo? If I plan a trip there within the next couple years, would you go to the zoo with me, or would I have to go by myself? And like or would you go to the zoo with me? Yes? Okay. Cool. All right. I know that you love the zoo. That zoo that you were like hanging out with giraffes and stuff like that. So that's lit. I'm a big zoo fan. I went to the San Diego Zoo when I was young. I went to the San Diego Zoo and I loved it. And I have never been back to a zoo. Now, the closest thing that I've ever gotten to was when I was in Nigeria. There's all sorts of crazy animals when you go out to the countryside. So I was driving and I saw all sorts of, and that was cool because it was like their natural habitat. So that was dope. But I have never been back to the zoo since like 3rd grade or something like that, right? So I will go. I will go. Ask me personal questions. What does it matter where I was born? The Omaha Zoo in Nebraska is fire, believe it or not. Yeah, B Queen says, B Queen posted pictures on Twitter. She posted pictures on Twitter where, like when she was at the zoo, and those was like really cool. So yeah, I gotta plan the trip. Gotta plan the trip there. Gotta plan the trips. So right now, B Queen, we're gonna run this poll for 5 minutes, okay? Because we have an official hour-long extension on the stream. So we sitting pretty on time, boys and girls. We sitting very pretty on time. Because we're only an hour 30 in. So we've got a whole nother hour 30 plus. So B Queen, she had the poll up. And it's 3 minutes in. There's 44 votes. And it's 82 to 19%. A lot of you guys want to see the Buck Bumble song. You know? So yeah. No, I'm a California guy, guys. I was born in California. I'm a California boy. So, yeah, born in California. Born and raised in California. Although obviously I've been to other places. I've been to all over the United States. Been to Hawaii. Been to Europe. Been to Middle East. I've been to, okay, hold up, this is Star Fox. I've been to Nigeria, so I've been to Africa. I've been to a lot of places. I heard the San Diego Zoo is a beast. I mean, I went there like decades ago, so I don't know how good it is now at this point, but back when I went, it was super fun. So I was a kid, it was fun. So yeah. Buffalo Zoo is okay for the city size. Buffalo is too cold. Buffalo is way too cold. That's the one thing about some of these places up north, like East Coast and North, y'all be freezing. I don't want to be anywhere near in the East Coast, so yeah. I don't want to be anywhere near there at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. It's too cold. It's too cold in Buffalo. It's too cold in New York, Connecticut, New Hampshire. Those places just sound like you're just freezing. You ever heard a place called New Hampshire, Connecticut? That just sounds like it's just cold. I don't want to be there in the wintertime. I'm good. Bro, I'm freezing right now. It's upstate New York. Yeah, New York's too cold. It's too cold. It's too bad. I ain't trying to be there. It's too cold, man. Y'all be free. Y'all be popsicles, snowmen, penguins. I'm not trying to do all that, man. I need me, like, wintertime for me is like, give me like a nice 30 degrees, 40 degrees. That's fine. That's a nice wintertime for me. 50 degrees, right now, it's 52 degrees right now. Wintertime. That's good. I can't be having it. Y'all be out here below zero, 12 degrees, the frozen tundra, Green Bay Packers, like all that stuff. No, I ain't trying to play on no frozen tundra. I ain't trying to eat no frozen foods. I'm not trying to be in no frozen winter. I'm not trying to have no snow. I don't want no snow tires. I don't want none of that. None. Give me none of that. I'm good. Shout out to Crispy Tofu with the $1. Says, hey, OJ, just curious. What's your favorite place that you visited outside of the U.S.? Is it somewhere you would live? Yeah, my favorite place outside of the U.S. that I've ever visited is absolutely Nigeria. Nigeria is like the worst and the best place in the world. The government and a lot of things are really bad. But if you've got nowhere to go and you've got good family, if you've got places to go, like Nigeria is actually super cool because the food is the best and it's cheap. It's the best and it's cheap. It's cheap as hell. So the street food is great. The atmosphere and the vibe is dope. But once again, you just got to know where to go. Got to be careful certain things. Have good family. Know where to take you certain places. Security is not the best, but you just got to make sure that you secure up. You know what I'm saying? Secure up. But yeah, Nigeria is awesome, man. Like I said, it's the best and worst place in the world. But yeah, I love Nigeria. It's really great. My wife is from there, so yeah. My family. I'm from there too. I wasn't born there, but my family. I'm 100% Nigerian. My dad and my mom are both from there. They're immigrants. But I was born here. But yeah, like I love Nigeria, but there's just like some stupid things. Like the government is just terrible, but the vibes are dope. With the exception of some stuff. So yeah. I walked into 3-degree snowstorm to get Chinese food. Nah, I'm good. I'm good, Squirrel Swirl. You can Squirrel Swirl. You'll be frozen swirl in that Squirrel Frozen. At those degrees. Shout out to Crispy Tofu. Thank you for the $1 dono. We're in the 31-point range. It's been a while since we hit a 30-pointer, guys. Let's go. Did I say 30-pointer? I meant 32-pointer. I meant 32. Let's go. Crispy Tofu with the $1 says, oh my god, such a foodie. What's the best dish in Nigeria? The best dish in Nigeria is it's called oil rice and it's this oil rice it's like you get it at a gas station, bro. But they make it in the back. They make it like fresh. It's called oil rice with some it has like little like noodles in there and like oil rice. It's super delicious. Spices, herbs, all that. But then you also get it with the side of a thing called suya. Suya is like a barbecued, peppered, seasoned beef, like peppered, seasoned steak, cooked. It's like carne asada, but better than carne asada, better than the best Mexican carne asada. It's like better than that because the seasonings, the peppers, the way that they cook the cow, Oh my god, bro, it's just delicious. They put it like on skewer, like they put it like in a little like newspaper, and they just pack it all there. You pay like $1, man. You get like a big old huge pack. You eat the oil rice with some suya, and maybe even have some traditional Indomie or noodles on the side. Bro, I'm telling you, it's the greatest thing ever. It's not, I think it might be fried, but not really. It's a different type of rice. I'll ask my wife about it, but man, it was legit goated, man. It was so freaking good. And yeah, suya. Suya is my favorite food. And out of all the food in Nigeria, suya is my favorite. Like I said, it's like a peppered steak beef. Just delicious. Just absolutely delicious. I had it almost every night when I was in Nigeria. When I went at the end of 2021. I went. And I had it nearly every night that I was there. Because we were like in the center of like town. And it was just, oh, it was so good. It's so good. So good. Spicy. Yeah, it's spicy. It's spicy. You can get chicken suya. They put like peppers. They put onions. They put the beef. And like, oh, they have it all kind of mixed together. And yeah, like you can eat it with like a toothpick. You just like boom, boom, poke, 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 eat. So yeah, it's pretty good. You don't like 30 below zero. You don't know what you're missing. No, I don't care what I'm missing, bro. But you know what you guys might be missing? The poll has spoken. Bead Queen, you have summoned the Buck Bumble, so therefore you'll get the Buck Bumble. Let me answer a couple more of these questions here, though. Is it like 35? It's like 35 in Queens, New York, by the water. Does it not get below 20 that much? Maybe 5 times the whole year. Winters no more than 10 times. It didn't snow at all last year. That's still too cold. It's still too cold. It's 17 here in Vermont. Yeah, Vermont just sounds like your cannoles will be frozenole. So no, I'm good. I'm good. 17's too cold. 17's too cold, bruh. It's too cold. All right, here we go. The Buck Bumble theme ready to go. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity Buck Bumble. Here we go.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity Buck Bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity Buck Bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble.
Spam the bumbles in the chat, boys and girls. Spam the bumbles.
To the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass.
Hey, Bumble, let's go! We haven't done the Bumble in a while. Let's go. The B time. The Buck Bumble. Shout out to Beat Queen. Wait, is Buck Bumble available on the Nintendo Switch Online? I don't think it is. You know Ubisoft did Buck Bumble? They published Buck Bumble. Back in the day, Ubisoft. It was Ubisoft that published Buck Bumble. My Buck is Bumble. Says I'm new to this. Yeah. So let me give you guys the history of the Buck Bumble. So I forgot, man, who was it? There was somebody back in the day that request, like when I first started doing music requests, and he's like, "Hey OJ, can you play Buck Bumble?" And a lot of people had never heard the Buck Bumble song. So, you know, when they heard it, they were like, this song's ridiculous. You know, it's like this fake Bob Marley, you know, singing. So it was really funny. But then people started requesting Buck Bumble for like $1, right? People started doing like, okay, request any music, it's $1, Buck Bumble. So then I started getting kind of tired of it because everyone started trolling me, requesting Buck Bumble. So then I said, all right, it's got to be $5. Then everybody started doing $5. And I'm like, all right, it's $10. People started doing $10. I'm like, all right, $15 are up, Buck Bumble. And that's when it like leveled out to where it's like, okay, you want Buck Bumble? It's at least 15 minimum. So then it became like a meme where like people would like donate a lot and they say, hey, OJ, do like the whole ensemble of Buck Bumble. You know, so it just became like, it turned into like a life of its own, you know. It wasn't Amiibo fan. It was somebody else. Aruum. There you go. It was Aruum. Aruum first asked for Buck Bumble back in like 2018. It was like half decade ago. So yeah. What's up, OJ? I was late to the stream. Dang phone not giving me notifications. It's all good, Killer Ninja. Welcome. Hopefully we'll have a better layout, or sorry, better stream schedule for you guys early next year. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Ahmed? Welcome. OJ, you remind me of the good friend I had back in college day. I'm glad that I do. So if he's a friend of yours, that means it's nothing but good things, right? Because he's a friend. So yeah, I'm glad that I remind you of somebody that you knew back in the day, man. You ever get deja vu? Like you ever meet somebody and like you're like, man, that person really reminds me of that person. I get that quite a bit with some of you guys sometimes, just by talking with some of you guys. What's up, Guts? Welcome. Buck Bumble was lit. Was it really lit? Was it really that good? I don't know. I played Buck Bumble back in the day, and I thought it was good, but I don't. I played it again. I have a stream of me playing Buck Bumble. That game kind of sucks. I have a stream of me playing it. I think it's kind of trash, dude. I think it's kind of trash. I think it's kind of garbage. So you mentioned a dance with the Buck Bumble song. Did you do the dance back in the day? I did. We made up a dance for the song. Like when I first played it, I didn't do the dance. It wasn't until like we started playing it a lot. So then I made up a dance for the song. And then as we went along, like the dance evolved. We called it the quad. And then we kind of just like moved to like, I would do different things and add in different moves for the dance. But yeah, it kind of took a life of its own, you know, at one point, you know, so it was kind of funny. So yeah, I got a video claiming that 2024 Nintendo release got huge 2024 Nintendo release got teased. Is that true? Oh my gosh, was it from Nintendo Prime? Was it from Sunbro? Who was it? Did it have whoa or what or wait or huh in the thumbnail? Let me know the thumbnail. I can tell you who it is from the thumbnail. Was it me? What? Okay, Little John. Okay, we just have a Little John. We just do that every time. We just put a little. Okay. Whoa. I love when Nintendo Prime. Like, you know what the best thing about Nintendo Prime's videos are, or no, like on Twitter. He goes on Twitter to complain about his YouTube videos. So it's like most people that probably don't even watch his YouTube videos. For Twitter's not like a lot of people just are on Twitter just on Twitter. And the funniest thing is like, all right, guys, you know, my last 2 videos were done. So, I promise you this one's better. Why you did that? So like, why are you? Bro, people on Twitter do not care. They just follow you because you were giving away a Switch, man. People on Twitter do not care. They just followed you because you were giving away a Switch, dude. They actually legitimately don't care. That would have been better off as a community post. They legitimately don't care. They just followed you because you're giving away stuff all the time. That's what I realized about Twitter. Twitter people, they do not watch. They literally just follow you like for free stuff and to see what you got to say here and there about whatever you're associated with. But they do not be coming over all the time from the Twitter to come watch your videos or anything like that. So yeah. No, I love Prime. That's why it's so fun to talk about him on stream sometimes as like a loving, like, you know, brother type of thing, not as like a hating thing, because it's just so funny some of the stuff that he says. I know he doesn't think it's funny, but I think it's funny. Like when we talk about it, I think it's funny because I used to have all the same thoughts too. Nobody, what a flop of a video. I promise this one's better. Now I'm just kind of like joking about it. I'm like, hey, yo, that video didn't do well. Y'all better watch this one. Not like I don't care. You know, like I don't care. Whatever it does, you know, like it's like this man be making eShop videos like it's vintage RGT and beat 'em ups. 2018. That was the meta at that point. You couldn't go a day or two without seeing RGT or beat 'em ups eShop video. eShop, like without some eShop video, you know, talking about games that you're probably gonna buy and not play. You know, that was the rage. That was the meta at that point. I didn't get in on it. I did it sometimes, but I wasn't really too, because like black people in the meta doesn't work like that because people don't trust us. They be like trusting white people with that type of stuff. They think there's some type of trick. I'm trying to sell them like, you know, like a beanie or like a hood or like, you know, like a bandana or something like that. They think there's some type of trick that I would do that I can't give them the same eShop sales as this guy, you know, so I never really got in on that, you know. But yeah, the meta, that was the meta then. Prime put out a video recently. He's like, well, it didn't do. Yeah, it's like, yeah, nobody, bro. It's like 2 days away from Christmas, bro. Like people. I'm over. Yeah, 2 eShop videos away. Yeah, the eShop videos. You know, we're like the best. You know, eShop videos were like the best. Cooking with Carlos. Yo, let's go, Carlos. Cooking with my man Carlos. Let's get it. Let's go. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Not the shop vids. Yeah, not the eShop. No, bro, those ones were banging back in the day, bro. People would really watch those. Like, oh man, this is now I really know what to buy. Now I'm informed on what to buy. Like, John would sneak those ones in there too. That was the serious ones. Like, when John tells you, oh well, he really means business. It's John telling us. When John did it, when John put it in the title, oh man, well, I guess I better buy it now. John said it. People like, yo, I'm like, yo, guys, I got an eShop video, buy this. People like, no. John's like, oh, I got an eShop video, buy this. People like, okay, no problem. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? Same game, same thing. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, Celeste, Shovel Knight, Binding of Isaac. Never heard of those games. What? You're telling me that I can? Wait a minute. You're telling me that I can get Celeste, Ori, the Binding of Isaac, a bunch of Sonic Mania, all for $27? Wow! By golly, that's a deal! By Jiminy Crickets! Now that's a deal, I tell ya! A deal! Oh, man. But it's all good, man. Good golly! Yo, a lot of the followers are watching those as we new to the Switch. I don't find this funny. No, John, we're playing. Bro, wait, hold up. Don't take it as me. Hold up. Hold up, John. We're not saying that you're stupid for watching the vids. We're not saying that. Bro, I make fun of my own vids at times. I make fun of my own vids and what I do. We're making fun of the meta. We're not making fun of people that actually need it. We're making fun of the meta of how many people were making videos like that to simply take advantage of this is what people are, are watching, But no, I know.
For GP,
yo, shout outs.
Watching you act a fool and getting waxed by Crom in his divine parallel.
Yo, let's go. Those divine paralogs on Fire Emblem Engage can definitely do a number on you. Thank you so much, Juice Man Vaughn, with the huge $10 dono and the 2 pointers on there. Let's go. Thank you so much. Another JoJo added to the board. Of course, we got to put Bead Queen's JoJo on there. That's worth a few JoJos on there. That's worth a number of JoJos. Let's go. Shout outs to Bead Queen. Shout outs to Juice Man Vaughn. Appreciate that. Thank you for the big $10. That's giving some love. But yeah, John, we're just making fun of the meta. We're not making fun of people who need it. Because, like, look, listen, I make list videos. I mean, you can make... Wow, how many times is OJ gonna talk about Persona 5 and how great that is? Or how many times is Tears of the Kingdom? Hell, Tears of the Kingdom is gonna be like another top for me in my next video that I'm doing. So it's like it's not like we're making fun of people who need them, because obviously people need them, right? People need eShop videos, people need list videos, people need those type of things. Those help out. I'm just making fun of the meta in terms of like some of the stuff that was like how many people were just like constantly making them, so you'd see eShop video, and that was like, but really it was like only like a few people that would get all the views from the eShop video, right? So it was like beat 'em ups would do great eShop videos. They'd be really good. RGT would do good eShop videos. I think John would also have in his news wave, he'd have some eShop videos. There was other people that tried to jump in with eShop videos. I think Sunbro gets in there with eShop videos. So it was really more of just like having a little bit of fun with like the meta, not necessarily people who watch them or whatever the case is. So yeah. So yeah. Isn't there a meta? Isn't meta more for MP games? No, guys, listen. Like meta is like when you're talking about like what is the normal thing to do, like what is the top tier thing to do, and whatever skill or whatever you're doing. So you can use that slang term as meta for lots of different things. What's the meta for live streaming right now? Well, if you're an attractive female, it's getting naked with black bars covering up your spots. That's the meta right now. What used to be the meta? Hot tubs. Hot tubs was the meta at one point, right? What's now? Streaming from like having almost all of your chest showing on Twitch. That's the meta, right? So those are the things that I'm talking about. So like there was a time where like the meta was like eShop videos, or like the meta was like shorts, right? Like short, like before shorts were a thing, there were like mini videos, mini news videos, stuff like that. So it's like there's always some type of meta that people like to employ. Like right now, like the meta for YouTube to grow is like, you know, what was it like? What's it called? Like storybook, or like the visual novel type of videos, or like the long essay videos, right? Those are the meta right now. The long, game, like the long edited gameplay, stuff like that, or like the retrospectives, the long, series retrospectives. Right now, that's the meta. Like it's very difficult meta. It's not an easy meta, but it's the meta right now. Like you want to grow on YouTube, make big long retrospectives and things like that on people's favorite games, and you will grow. It's a lot of work and it's hard, but you will grow. That is like the meta right now, right? So yeah. Long essay videos. Yeah, long. That's why I did like a half step towards that. I don't want to do long essay, like hour plus long, 2 hour long videos, but I do want to do longer videos so my watch time goes up. So that's why I started doing list videos more, because those runtime goes up. I like talking about various games, so it works to my advantage in terms of what I want to do, and it helps my channel grow. My channel's been growing better now at this point without the aid of like an accelerator. Like Tears of the Kingdom, that's an accelerator. Like games like Animal Crossing, Pokemon, those are all accelerators for certain channels, right? But once that content is done, then those no longer accelerate. Whereas list videos, those are popular any time of the year. Essay videos, any time of the year. So you have to have one, meta niche that you can tap into to help, right? So yeah, I love watching long essays and retrospectives. They're great. I mean, I watch essays and retrospectives all the time. My favorite content creators are people who make essays and retrospectives. Like I Finished the Video Game, the Majular guy, Never Knows Best. These are my favorite YouTubers. I Finished the Video Game is probably like my favorite YouTuber. And he makes long he just made a 6-hour video. And I watched the whole thing. It took me a few days, but I watched the whole thing on the whole series retrospective on Metroid, so that's awesome. I want to maybe, move into that, like making maybe like not a whole series retrospective, but just like singular games, and maybe make retrospectives on those games, but it doesn't really fit well with my style, so I'm still kind of figuring out how I'm going to do stuff like that. So yeah, Slopes is good. That was funny the other day. I think it was Insomniac Leaks, and it was you, John, RGT, and Dreamcast guy covering it. Obviously, it was a big news, but it was funny just seeing them pop up all at once. Yeah. So it's all good. It's all good. Censored streams. There's a meta in like narrative 2 though. What do you mean by that? So yeah, John, it's all good though. I'm not making fun of you guys for watching like the eShop vids and stuff like that. Watch them, man. They're good. They make good vids. Exactly. Jordan does like video essays on like, he does like cartoons, like shorter ones, but he also does like video essays too. Like he did like a fucking, what was it, like a 10 hour Survivor. I watched like the whole thing out like over the course of like a number of days. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about, but he made it interesting, Some guy on YouTube playing through Persona 5 Royal for the first time. His content on the game has been phenomenal for the first timer. Glad he's enjoying it. Nice, let's go. Let's go. I want to see a retrospective on World of Goo. I mean, they announced World of Goo 2, so World of Goo 2 is coming out, so I'm pretty sure somebody will probably dip back into the well and do World of Goo 1, right? So, so yeah. But it's all good. It's all good. Let's see, going back to acquisitions, Sony fumbled FromSoft. Sony fumbled FromSoft. They never purchased FromSoft. I don't think they ever tried to purchase FromSoft. So I think they purchased a stake in FromSoft. Didn't they like purchase like a, no, they never, I don't know, they never had FromSoft. Sony never had them. We need more Xenoblade video essays. There's a ton of Xenoblade video essays out there though. But yeah, I mean, maybe one of these days I'll make one. But there's a complete timeline. There's a lot of Xenoblade stuff out there. Like there's a really good one. I forgot from, I think his name is like, I forgot what his name is, but there's a really good one for like Xenoblade 1 and 2. But yeah, we need more on Xenoblade 3 probably. They had a chance early 2010s. I don't recall anything like that. Johnny Disorder. No, you weren't being overly sensitive, man. You're a little bit newer to the streams, and sometimes there can be things that, you know, sometimes like I say and people think that I'm like clowning people that watch that or like that. Trust me, we've had everybody kind of bring that up before. And no, it's all good, man. It's all good. You're good, man. I just have to explain myself.
Happy holidays.
Yo!
Can you play music from Wario Land 3?
Yeah, absolutely. But Johnny, man, we appreciate you here, bro. And no, you're not alone, dude. That's why I made this Ninja Village. You're not alone. I'll be streaming on Christmas. I'll be streaming on Christmas. I'll be streaming on Christmas Eve. I'll be streaming on Christmas Day. So come hang out with me, man. I'll say Merry Christmas to you and all that good stuff. And we'll put out some good feels for people who aren't with their family. And like I said, you can have your little elite ninja family right here, man. We got your back. So I'll be here with you all throughout Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We'll be here, man. So you're not alone. And I'll wish you Merry Christmas. I'll be right there with you for a number of hours, man. So we got your back, bro. We got your back. Trust me. Trust me. No, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing that with us. And, you know, and like I said, man, we're all here. We're all here together, bro. We're all here together. I know it's tough. Not everybody has family. You know, I've always streamed on Christmas since I really started being a streamer. I think I've only missed like one Christmas or two because I know that not everybody has family there or whatever. And I'll be there to say Merry Christmas. I'll be there to say, how you doing today? What's your favorite traditions? What have you got in the past? Like, we'll have our little Christmas shindig that we have. And we'll, like I said, put out good feels. And remember, guys, Christmas is a time to enjoy. So even if you're not with family or anything like that, you can boot up your favorite game, boot up your favorite, what you like to play, and enjoy that. You know, enjoy that. If you, there's going to be tons of people playing multiplayer on Christmas. So if you want to boot up the Discord, like we'll have the Discord open for people. If you guys, you know, want to group up, I'll have Dank put something in there. If you want to play Christmas games with each other on certain games or play Splatoon or whatever the case is, heck, I think I might even jump in there and play with some of you guys. If you guys have Splatoon or want to play something, then yeah, like we'll have that. So don't worry, guys. I'll have a thread up for people who maybe don't have family or friends on Christmas to play right next to them. We'll probably have something up so you guys can hang out with each other, voice chat if you want to, hang out. So don't worry. We'll make it to where everybody, you know, feels welcome, okay? Shout outs to Jeffrey Tucker with the $5. Thank you so much, man. And yes, I'm going to play some Wario Land 3 for you. Thank you for the big 5, dude. Appreciate it, Jeffrey. How are you doing today? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to all who celebrate, or happy holidays. Happy winter timey thingy, end of the year. New Year's is going to be lit, though. We're going to have a lit New Year's stream. Oh, wait till my New Year's stream this year, boys and girls. Woo! Lit New Year's stream coming up. Lit New Year's stream coming up. That's going to be super fun. I'm looking forward to New Year's. I'm looking forward to Christmas stream and New Year's stream. Wario Land 3. Yo, what's up, Ack? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Welcome. How you doing today, sir? Wario Land 3. Let's get some Wario Land 3 music. All right, here, let me move over to this one. All right, no, this one's not good. Nah, this is weird. All right, here we go. This is better. This music's kind of weird. It's kind of like bleepy and bloopy. It's kind of bleepy and bloopy a little bit. I'm thinking about doing an E3 retrospective, old pics, videos, stories, more than 21 events would be fun. Maybe one of these days. Yeah, you should absolutely do that, man. That'd be dope. From Software is owned by Kadokawa. Okay, there you go. Kadokawa. Now let's see here. But the stream is going to be as lit, blown up like gingerbread house. Blown up like a gingerbread house. Man, I like gingerbread house. I used to love those when I was younger. Making them, and then we would always, you guys remember when you make a gingerbread house at school and you get to take it home and eat it? Oh man, that was the best. You have to like take home part of it and eat it. Like it'd be like a group. We all make the gingerbread house. You get to take it home and eat it. Oh, best. Gingerbread is dope. But I haven't had gingerbread in a hot minute though. Like you put like licorice and you put like marshmallows. You put like little like candy canes and stuff on there. That was dope. Super cool. 50 hours plus in the game, so much fun the further you go into it. Glad that you're having fun. Let's go. But is the stream oh, this is gonna be as lit up as blowing up a gingerbread house. Yeah, it's gonna be almost as lit as Cal. Almost as lit. Almost. This music is lit. Thank you. Jeffrey Tucker liking that weird music. That weird music, bruh. No, it's all good. All good, all good, all good. Ebenezer game? Gonna buy that Ebenezer game. What's an Ebenezer game? What game is that? Sup, Chris? How you doing, brother? Doing good, doing good. Good times indeed. Been 16 years since I had a gingerbread house. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. What's up, Bad Scent? You still playing and enjoying Dragon Quest Monsters? Okay, guys. Once again, I admit that I'm a fraud. Where's it at? Where's it at? I'm gonna admit that I'm a fraud. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nintendo got me a review code, and I'm back. I was playing and I was having such a good time. I had to drop my mom off at the for a little checkup thingy that she was doing. I'm a fraud, and I've been back on the Pokemon. I'm sorry, I said I wasn't gonna play it again, but I had to because I gave away a copy. I still gotta give away that copy, by the way. I need to do that tomorrow because I said it was gonna be Wednesday, and I extended it, and I need to give that copy away. So yeah, I've been playing Pokemon and the new DLC, or I'm trying to get to the new DLC, and dude, I'm really enjoying the Pokemon play, man. Holy smokes, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Outside of the crappy performance issues, which they're still there, but maybe they're not as apparent in some places. But they're still there. But I'm playing it and it's freaking good, man. I'm unlocking all the different Pokemon, the mystery codes. I'm playing the online with people, the raid stuff. I'm just rolling around. I'm getting all the new upgrades for my Myriadon. I'm experiencing the story, like I'm fighting all these team star douchebags. Dude, I'm actually having a lot of fun, man. Like the performance it's a shame, and I always say this, guys, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep on harping on it, but it's a shame about the performance issues because the game is actually legit. It's the most fun that I've had with the Pokemon game since like outside of Pokemon Legends. Legends was like the most fun, but there's things in this game that are way better than Legends. Like Legends structure is kind of like rigid. This game, it's like free flowing. You get right into wherever. There's barely any load screens. You just get into everything. But I'm gonna do a review on the game. So I'm gonna do a full review after I beat all the DLC and everything. I'm gonna do a full review after I have like 100 hours plus and all that. I'll do a full review, and like I said, I'm gonna go in on the performance stuff. But man, the game's good, dude. Like if they do a Switch 2 version and it's 1080p 60, legit, this game is like 20 points better than what it reviewed. Legit, it's like a high 80s to 90 rated game if they fix the performance, because the gameplay is freaking good. It's good, man. Gosh, Scarlet and Violet is good. It's just fun. It's the most free-flowing, most like best quality of life features, like your Pokedex, your box, your Pokemon box. Leveling up is fast. Everything's I don't think I like is like a speed battle up, like a speed battle up. If they had like a speed battle up, I think it'd be perfect. And we can just like fast forward the speed of the battles, like hold down a button like Dragon Quest. But yeah, man, I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting back into it. I'm collecting a bunch of different Pokemon. Like you can learn any move that you want to do. Like you can easily like forget and remember all your previous moves. You don't have to like go get like a heart scale or something stupid like that. Like all the things that made Pokemon annoying as hell in the past, like they fixed almost everything. They got all sorts of free Pokemon, cool online. You know, I don't know, man. Like it's just, God, the performance. They need to fix that, man. If they ever did, legit goated Pokemon game, dude. Legit goated Pokemon game. And like I said, I kind of stopped. I got tired of Pokemon. I stopped playing. Like I would play all the Pokemon games on the 3DS, but after Pokemon X and Y, I got tired. Like Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, that was okay. That was cool. Like Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Ultra, Ultra Sun, Ultra. It's like, okay. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like I was like, okay, Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's okay, but you know. But this one is better than all those to me. Like, so it's the most fun that I've had since for a while, for like a mainline normal Pokemon game, not like Legends. So So yeah, man, it's all good though. But yeah, I'm not playing Dragon Quest Monsters because I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet just because I'm trying to get through so I can get to the DLC. It's like legit, like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is like legit goated and awful. It's like the worst game and like the best game at the same time. That's the crazy thing about it. Yeah, the gameplay loop in Scarlet and Violet is fantastic. It really is. The gameplay loop is dope between the different gyms that you go to, the big Titan monsters that you fight, all the different Pokemon that are just walking around, how you get right into battles. Like it's the structure's good. It's just the performance isn't necessarily great in all the areas. Like some areas, like performance is okay, but there's still like hard hitching in the game, like hard hitch stops. There's still lagging in some areas, like especially if there's like rain or like water, like that causes issues. But if you're like on normal land and there's like no rain, like it runs okay then, you know? So yeah, let's see, what's wrong with performance? Yeah, well, I just explained it, there you go. World design is great. I went the opposite way and most people, so it was more challenging. Oh, you went the opposite. Oh, so you went like to the harder places? Okay. Yeah, I just randomly went to different places. Like I didn't care where I was going. Like I just saw somewhere and I would take off there and then get sidetracked and catch a bunch of different Pokemon and, you know, do a bunch of like raid things and get like LP and make a bunch of different stuff and make whatever and then find like wild outbreak Pokemon. Like the outbreak Pokemon is cool. It's like the mass Pokemon from like X and Y, right? But it's like better, you know, it's like better than that crap. So it's like, and it's like all the Pokemon are out there. There's like no tall grass. The tall grass stuff was like stupid. Like, no, it wasn't stupid back then, but it's like dumb now, like at this point, right? So it's like going back to a Pokemon game that has tall grass where you see your Pokemon like random, like you don't know what Pokemon it is. Like it completely changes the environment of Pokemon when you can see what Pokemon it is. So you're not gonna be sitting there constantly saying, okay, I'm looking for this Pokemon. Well, I have a 5% chance of finding this Pokemon in the tall grass. It's like, who wants to waste their time doing that? Like in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and in a lot of the recent Pokemon games. But now you can just see the Pokemon out there. They're just walking around. There's just like a bunch of them. You just go, okay, there's the Pokemon. Let me go fight that Pokemon. You know, like that's way better than, and like they constantly respawn. It's not like they're not respawning and stuff, you know? So like that's way better than like tall grass, you know? I like the world design. Like I like the setup of the game. Like the environments are varied. It's got a lot of different stuff in there. It's just, like I said, the only thing is like performance, you know? Yo, Massive Rican, let's go with the opening thread. Let's go.
Merry Christmas or
Hey,
Happy
Merry
Holidays
Christmas.
if you celebrate anything else, homie. I've
Thank
had
you.
a blast with you throughout the year.
Yes, sir.
So the good and bad. The
Yes, sir.
flips and flops and in everything in between. Can't wait for what you bring in the new year, brother.
The flips and the flops, skibbity bop and flip flop, skibbity bop and Dragon Quest flop. Let's go. Thank you so much. 37 times combo. Guys, we will have another bonus combo next Sunday. If we hit that 40 times combo, we are 3 away from that big combo breaker. I've played Pokemon Legends Arceus. I love Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's super good. It's all good, Killer Ninja. Welcome to the Twitch boys over there. I see you. Shout outs, man. Let's go. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. So what do you do in Pokemon? Just catch other Pokemon. Remember work in 2016, dude was obsessed with Pokemon Go. In Pokemon, you catch and you battle. So you catch Pokemon and then you battle against them. So you catch and battle. Sometimes like you can like cook food and you can do other little mini games here and there. But for the most part, the main gameplay is like catching and battling Pokemon. But Pokemon Scarlet and Violet does like a lot of things like to streamline the experience. So let's say you don't want to actually go into a battle. Well, now you can just simply, you don't even have to make it be like a turn-based RPG. In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you can just send your Pokemon out. Pokemon will just beat the hell out of that Pokemon right then and there, and then just be like, all right, you got the experience. Dude, you don't even got to play it like a turn-based RPG. Now, if it's a trainer battle or if it's like a gym battle or certain special battles, yeah, you do have to fight it. But a lot of times, like you can just like throw your Pokemon out there and just fight. There's actually like story missions where like you fight against a certain team and like you have to fight against 30 Pokemon within a time limit, and the time limit's generous, it's like 10 minutes, but then you have to beat 30 Pokemon by just sending out your Pokemon, and then like it does like a stat, it just like does like an auto battle, right? And then whoever wins. So that's pretty cool. Like, so just stuff like that just streamlines the experience, kind of adds a little bit of something different to the normal Pokemon formula. So there's a lot of good ideas. Like the Mariodon is dope. Like you can explore. There's always different type of things that you can find, like Pokeballs. You can find like different like rare candies. You can find like different items just all over the ground in places like that. You can explore different caves and areas and fly up. You can climb up on top of like mountains. You can soar through the skies with your Marion. It transforms. It can go on the water. It's like a all-in-one, you know? So that's pretty cool. Like getting around in this game is like the easiest it's ever been to get around in this game, because it just automatically transforms into whatever you need it to transform into, you know? You need it to be a glider, boom, press the B button, it starts gliding. You need it to climb up walls, boom, it can just start climbing up walls. You need it to be a hoverboard or like a jet ski, it can do that too. So that's dope. I love that. Like it's just seamless, you know? Yeah, the auction house. There is a good one, a good cheap one. I can try it. There's like, if you want to just do like the PC, I don't know, there's like the ROMs and stuff like that if you want to try one of the older Pokemon games. But in terms of cheap, they're all almost like full price. They never really go on sales too much. But I mean, you can try Legends Arceus. It's not really cheap though. But I would say if you have a Switch, try Legends Arceus and see what you think about that game, because it's a single player focused Pokemon game. So I would say try that game, but it's not cheap though. I don't think it almost never goes on sale. Pokemon Legends. Yeah, you can try Pokemon Legends Arceus. Try that one. I would recommend that one for anybody that's new. I think that one's not bad to try out. Pokemon Legends Arceus. Amazon. I don't know if there's any sales or deals on it. Yeah, like the best thing that you can get is you can get it for like, yeah, there's like no deals on this game. You can get it for 48 bucks. I mean, that's not, oh no, sorry, $52. You can get it for $52 on Amazon in the US at least. So yeah, there's that, but I don't know, there might be cheaper some other places. Let's see, hey OJ, what do you think better to play, Chrono Trigger or Super Nintendo or DS or PC port? DS or PC port's the easiest to play, but the DS version is probably the best version of the game. But the PC version has all the things that the DS version has, so maybe the PC. But yeah, the PC version has everything the DS version has, but it doesn't have like the dual screens. It doesn't have like the dual screen gameplay. So keep that in mind. Also, PC version got an update to where it actually added some extra things into it. So I think in terms of feature complete, the PC version is by far the most feature complete version of the game, is the PC version. But the DS version has like the two screens, then that's kind of cool. So yeah, quick question. Do you know what's going on with online Guilty Gear Strive? Online Guilty Gear Strive? No, I don't know what's going on. What's up with that, man? Look at that beautiful beard. Thank you. GOTY USA, appreciate that. Thank you. How you doing tonight, man? Happy holidays. All right, good night, Jeffrey. Thanks for coming out to the stream, brother. Welcome. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you. I can play Lies of P, Sea of Stars, Persona 6, Infinite Wealth, or Price Alone, literally Game Pass. Not some Xbox fan or whatever, man, but I have to choose to know. Yeah, no, I get you, dude. Like, you got your work, you got your job. I completely understand why you're asking, like, you know, should I try it out? I got all these other games to play. Yeah, I mean, like, Persona is like a better version of Pokemon. So, I mean, like, in terms of single player, Persona 5 is a better game than, like, let's say, if you said, which one's better? Persona or Pokemon? Persona. Persona's better. I love Persona. So, Persona 5 would be the game that I'd recommend. Persona 5. I think you said Persona 6, but I think you meant Persona 5. But, I mean, like, if you're into multiplayer, which I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be into that because you've never played a Pokemon game, then Pokemon has the best monster battling multiplayer out of like any game. Like it has like the best to me. It's like one of the best, or if not the best, you know? So yeah. Yeah, SMT is like, yeah, satanic Pokemon. It's like definitely like devil Pokemon. It's pretty great. SMT is really good. SMT 5 is really good, but it's not really a game for newcomers. Although SMT 5 is the most newcomer like SMT game ever. Like they have a safety mode, they have an easy mode. If you want that game to be easy, SMT 5 can be very easy. But I've heard of people even having trouble with SMT 5, even on the easy difficulty. They were still getting smoked on the easy difficulty. So it's like, you know, it just depends, right? But yeah, SMT's awesome, but Persona's probably like goated. Like to me, Persona's like the best. I like the monster, you know, monster collecting, battling, single player games, you know. In terms of multiplayer, I think Pokemon still holds the crown for like multiplayer. If you want like the best monster battling multiplayer game, Pokemon has cooperative multiplayer and it has competitive. It has cooperative in-game multiplayer. It has competitive multiplayer. It has co-op. Like, oh no, sorry, it has cooperative multiplayer within the same world. It has competitive multiplayer, and it has co-op like raid battles, like what you like an MMO like raid type of thing. Like, so it also has that. So in terms of options for like multiplayer, Pokemon's like the best multiplayer monster battling type of game. You know, like SMT 5 and Persona, those are all single player. Pokemon Legends Arceus, that's a single player game as well. But it has multiplayer trading, but there's no competitive battling in Legends Arceus. But it runs a lot better, and it has a really, really interesting gameplay loop that mixes action and turn-based. Because in most Pokemon games, right, like your trainer just stands still, your Pokemon stands still, and then you fight back and forth. But in Pokemon Legends, it's still turn-based, but you as a person can move around, and there's certain battles where you actually have to fight against like a big Pokemon, and like you have to actually dodge and throw like stuff at the Pokemon. So it's kind of like a little bit of a hybrid between you know, action and turn-based RPG for like a single-player Pokemon game, which is pretty cool. Remember the Inside SMT versus Persona 5 without a heart? LOL, Persona was actually a spin-off of SMT. I remember that, yeah, but SMT became like, or Persona became bigger than SMT. But yeah, I remember that IGN article, yeah, or that whatever. So yeah. And I just paid $200 for an SNES copy. SNES is going to be like, the SNES copy, you know, is good to have because I think that the SNES is going to be worth a lot, you know. I have an SNES copy myself, and I love the SNES. But at the same time, like in terms of like what's functional to play, like obviously the SNES copy is going to be harder, like people aren't going to want to bust out an SNES to play the game, you know. But it's good for collectors though. I have a Shamsa shipped me a full CIB copy of Chrono Trigger, and I love her for that. And yeah, I love Chrono Trigger. It's my favorite game of all time. So let's see here. I have a PS5, but I only have the PS4 version of Guilty Gear Strive. I downloaded the PS5 version and put all my save data from my PS4, but then I deleted the PS4 version after. Is that not good? Bro, I have no idea. I have no idea what the hell you're doing and what's going on with that. So I am the wrong person to ask when it comes down to it. So, I mean, you should still have your PS4 data. I mean, everything should still just re-download the PS4 version and just go from there. I mean, but you only have the PS4 version of Guilty Gear Strive. I downloaded the PS5 version, put all of my save data from the PS4, but then I deleted the PS4 version after that. Is that you should be fine. You should be good. You should be good. Shout outs to I'm the Show Offs is the best member of the Spawncast. What's up, OJ? Yo, I don't know if I'm the best member of the Spawncast, but you know what? I'm here. I'm out here. Thank you for the support, bro. Welcome to the stream. Shout outs to the Twitch boys and girls. Let's see. It just shows that for a lot of journalists, Persona 5 was their first JRPG. Before Persona 5, they probably didn't think JRPGs exist. I don't know about all that, but it's all good. I'm playing Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen with Dragon's Dogma 2 releases. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma is good. It's never been necessarily like my like super jam, but it's good. Dragon's Dogma is super good. Like it's a super good franchise, you know. And I respect the heck out of it. You know, I respect the heck out of it. So yeah. So it's all good. Let's see here. When OJ's on the Spawncast, I feel seen. Oh man, when you're on, you feel represented when you're on the Spawncast. Is that what's going down? Yeah, that's what people tell me, man. Yo, OJ, you're holding it down for us, man. You're holding it down for us. I said, you know what? I got to. It is what it is, brother. It is what it is, brother. Real quick though, I think we already kind of talked about this, but Edge, for those who joined later, Edge actually named the Tears of the Kingdom as the game of the year. That's pretty cool, right? Pretty dope. So let's go over the whole Edge Awards. Another big magazine. Edge says game of the year, or actually let's just start from the bottom to the top. So let's start with the top 10 games of the year. So Counter-Strike 2 was number 10. Number 9 is a Highland Song. Number 8 was Street Fighter 6. Number 7 is Chants of Sennaar. Number 6 is Alan Wake 2. Number 5 is Cocoon. Number 4 is Humanity. Number 3 is Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Number 2 is Baldur's Gate 3. And number 1 was Tears of the Kingdom. So that was their top 10 games. So that was different from the Game Awards. The Game Awards, they had Alan Wake 2, they had Super Mario Bros. Wonder, they had Baldur's Gate 3, and they had Tears of the Kingdom. But the Game Awards also had, what was the other two games? The other games were, I guessed all the games, but then I forgot them at this point. I already forgot. Spider-Man 2, and the last game was Resident Evil 4 Remake. Resident Evil 4 Remake was the last game. There you go, Resident Evil 4 Remake. So here were the main awards. So Studio of the Year was Larian Studios for Studio of the Year. Publisher of the Year was Nintendo. Best Hardware was Quest 3. Best Performance was Neil Newborn in Baldur's Gate 3. Best Audio Design was Alan Wake 2. Best Visual Design was Alan Wake 2. Best VR Game of the Year was Humanity. Best Mobile Game of the Year was Finty? Best PC Game of the Year was Baldur's Gate 3. Best Xbox Game of the Year was Planet of Lana. Best PlayStation Game of the Year was Humanity. I have no idea what Finty, Humanity, or Planet of Lana is. I have no idea what those games are. There must be, are they indie games? Yeah, I'm being like a filthy casual right now, right? And then Nintendo Game of the Year was Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So it took home the top 10 Game of the Year, so their Game of the Year, and also the Nintendo Game of the Year. So good stuff to all the winners. I don't know what those other games are. Resident Evil 4 is nowhere to be seen here. They're not giving remakes any love. Or Spider-Man. Spider-Man got no love from Edge. Let's see here. Edge is a very hard critic, so it's really high praise to get Game of the Year. They're pretty tough when it comes to stuff. They're pretty tough. So yeah. Tears of the Kingdom, it's Baldur's Gate is still winning most of the Game of the Year awards, but right now Tears of the Kingdom, it's winning a lot of the big websites. Like it won IGN, it won like Polygon or Kotaku or something. I think it won like Polygon. It won Edge. I think it won like another one that I don't remember. But yeah, it's won like a number of major websites. It's won like quite a number of them. So pretty interesting nonetheless. Spider-Man got no loves from anyone when it came to awards. Well, no, if you look at the PlayStation Awards, PlayStation Awards 2023, Spider-Man like swept. Like they were so salty over Spider-Man getting bodied at the Game Awards. The PS fans are completely insane. They voted Spider-Man best music over Final Fantasy 16. That's how you know that's like insane. From what I understand, like they were like voting Spider-Man like the best in everything, like the winners. So it's like, so yeah, like best new character. Somehow Venom's a new character, I guess. Or no, never mind. Sorry, best new character. Okay, never mind. Sorry, best new character was Astrion from Baldur's Gate 3. Second place was Kraven from Marvel's Spider-Man 2. And third was Clive Rossfield from Final Fantasy 16. Best story was Spider-Man 2 got best story. Okay. Spider-Man 2 got best story. Alan Wake 2 got second. Final Fantasy 16 got third. Best graphical showcase. Spider-Man 2 got first place. Wait, no. Oh, no. Yeah, Marvel Spider-Man 2. Yeah. Marvel. Wait, am I reading this wrong? Hold up. I am reading this wrong. Okay, sorry. I'm reading this wrong. Am I reading this wrong? I am reading this wrong. Okay, sorry guys. They do platinum trophy, they do gold trophy, silver trophy, and then bronze trophy. I'm sorry guys, I read it wrong. Okay, so the best new character is Venom. Venom is somehow the best new character, even though he's not an actual new character. Venom has been in Spider-Man games before. He's been playable and he's been in games before. But apparently he's a new character to Sony fans. So Venom is the best new character. Astrion from Baldur's Gate 3 got second place. Then third place is Craven, and then Clive. Best story was Spider-Man 2, then Baldur's Gate, then Alan Wake 2, then Final Fantasy 16. Best graphical showcase was Marvel's Spider-Man 2, then okay, whatever, that's fine. Marvel Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, then Final Fantasy 16. Best art direction, Alan Wake actually won something. There you go. Best art direction, Alan Wake, Baldur's Gate, Diablo, then Sea of Stars. Best audio design, Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake, Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4. Soundtrack of the year. Spider-Man 2 has the soundtrack of the year. That is absolutely complete Sony drone insanity. How the hell is Spider-Man 2? I've listened to the music in Spider-Man. It is not soundtrack of the year. Over Final Fantasy 16, that is wild. That is absolutely insane that Spider-Man 2 won it over Final Fantasy 16. Absolutely bollocks. Best accessibility features. Okay, Sony does a great job with accessibility. I'm gonna give it to them. Spider-Man 2 is very good. Resident Evil 4, Street Fighter 6, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Best DualSense controller, Spider-Man 2 again. Marvel Spider-Man 2, Hogwarts, Alan Wake 2, Resident Evil 4. Best multiplayer experience. I'm surprised it's not Spider-Man 2. Baldur's Gate 3, then Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Mortal Kombat 1, then Street Fighter 6. Best ongoing game, Fortnite, GTA Online, Final Fantasy 14, No Man's Sky. Best expansion, Phantom Liberty, Cyberpunk, Horizon Forbidden West, Burning Shores, Resident Evil 4, Separate Ways, Destiny 2, Lightfall. Best sports game, EA Sports FC, Crew Motorfest, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2, Turbo Charged, and NBA 2K4. Best indie game, Sea of Stars, Blasphemous 2, Dredge, Humanity. Okay, that's what it is. It's an indie game. There you go. Best PSVR 2 game, Resident Evil Village VR mode, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Knock, Star Wars, Tales of the Galaxy's Edge. Best PS4 game of the year, Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4, Lies of P, Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. Best PS5 game, or PS5 game or game of the year, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Alan Wake 2. Studio of the year, Insomniac Games. Next up, Larian Studio, CD Projekt Red, then Square Enix. Most anticipated PlayStation game of 2024 and beyond, Grand Theft Auto 6, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Marvel's Wolverine, Dragon's Dogma 2. So there you go. Those are the full Sony awards, Sony PlayStation awards. Spider-Man taking home a lot of awards. Like I said, it's the meme. It's the Obama meme, putting the medal on yourself. There you go. No, Spider-Man 2 is great, guys. A lot of Sony fans really love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the top, one of the top, if not the top major franchise for Sony, right up there with God of War. So yeah, I can see why people really love the action of Spider-Man 2 and the gameplay. It's a great game. I still have not played it yet. I've played the original Spider-Man, or the Spider-Man 2018. I've played that, but yeah, I have not played the newest one. And I'll probably pick it up because I think they leaked like a deluxe edition with like DLC and like the new game plus mode and all that type of stuff. That's gonna just come all on the disc or something like that, or a lot of it more on there. So I'm probably just gonna wait for that one and get it on discount. But yeah. But either way, it's all good. It's all good. It's all it's all just awards and stuff. So yeah. Well, it was all PlayStation awards, so they're not gonna go over music. But yeah, Future Redeemed, to me had better music. I'd take Tears of the Kingdom music over it. But that's just me. But it's all good though. Spider-Man's it's not like it's got a bad soundtrack. But no, this was the PlayStation Awards. PlayStation Awards. There was no Nintendo games or Xbox games. Like, it's all just PlayStation games. Just PlayStation games. So it's the PS Blog Awards. So they let people vote on everything that they want, everything that they feel is what's in there. So shout outs to everyone. Real quick though, guys. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not hit that like button, and make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Check to see that you're subscribed. Sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you, even if you get my videos all the time. Sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you to the channel. So yeah. So yeah, it's all good though. So make sure you subscribe, or if you're not, well, no, let's not get into politics. No politics in the chat, because then we're gonna get people that are just gonna start going kind of crazy on one side or another. I just like I just said the meme, just the meme. But yeah, that's just one of the rules. There's just no politics, please. Because for those who don't know, I'll let you guys know. It's a DGen stream. It's a late night stream. It's whatever. We had I told you guys this. This was the explosion of the Ninja Village. So we had an absolute breakdown. You see all the people that are here? We had just as many people here, you know, back in the day, right? Or almost as many people here back in the day. And the whole community fell apart because of politics. So we put a rule that no politics in the chat and stuff like that. Otherwise, you know, people can get really angry. So yeah. So otherwise, people get really angry. So let's just not do that, because we had a whole destruction of the village where a lot of people left and people were angry and people called me names and said this and that. So yeah, I appreciate you guys though. I appreciate you guys. All right, yeah, Spider-Man 2 is great, but probably isn't better than Alan Wake 2 or Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, I think that somebody could say that Spider-Man 2, like, I can see why somebody would like Spider-Man 2 over Baldur's Gate or Alan Wake 2. Like, Alan Wake 2 is very slow paced, right? It very, you know, it's not quite as action. So if you love action games, you're gonna like Spider-Man 2 way more than Baldur's Gate. Like, I've seen Baldur's Gate, and man, I'm good on Baldur's Gate. Like, I don't want to play it. like I know people say, oh man, people will love it, even if it's like, nah, I don't want to play all those like dice rolls and D&D, you know. Like, I've seen it enough, and I know what I like and what I don't like. I probably like Spider-Man 2 and Alan Wake more than Baldur's Gate. So I don't know, you know, listen, everybody has their opinions on what they like and what they don't like, you know. But I can see why PlayStation fans would love Spider-Man 2 over like Baldur's Gate, you know. So yeah. Let's see here. Yo, what's up, Ellie? The IDK. Yeah, 2023 was a wild year, man. Like, I'm excited for 2024 though. I think that, like, for me, for our village, for our community, 2024 is going to be the greatest year of all time. Like, I am 100% predicting that 2024 is going to be a lit, like, goated year for all of us. You know, it is going to be an incredible year. So, seriously, it's going to be a super good year. So I'm very, very excited for 2024. Very excited. So yeah. Yeah, hit that. Hey, yo, what's up, Kenyatta Ali? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. I'm going through a divorce, so it gets better. So it get better. Oh man, I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry that you're going through a divorce. You know, I've only been married once, right? And I still have my current wife. We've been married for since 2019. Yeah, 2019. Yeah, so we're going on 5 years now. So I've never went through that, and I hope I never do. But I'm really sorry. I went through like a long-term breakup, but I've never, you know, I've only been married once, and I don't plan on getting, like, even if I get divorced, I don't plan on getting married again. Like, I'm done. So if I get divorced, I'm done. I'm never going to get married again. So yeah, so I'm sorry to hear about your marriage though, man. Like, that sucks. That really sucks. Play some Elden Ring. I have Elden Ring on PS5, but I don't really feel like playing Elden Ring, so I'm just probably not going to play Elden Ring. We've only got less than 30 minutes on the chat tonight, or on the stream tonight too, so I probably won't have enough time to really get into Elden Ring. But maybe one of these days I'll actually dive into Elden Ring. Maybe I'll dive into it and give it another shot, but I don't really like Elden Ring that much, to be honest. Next year, I do want to actually start up like my Twitch game streaming though. So, Perdum, or I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna start up my Twitch game streaming. Like, we're gonna be playing like a lot of the big RPGs that are coming out. So like Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, and like I think Prince of Persia. I want to play that game, so I will be doing some Twitch streaming once I get my life stabilize. Right now things are so uneven because like I'm still buying my house, remodeling, don't have my normal office, I'm at my mom's place, so there's a lot of uncertainty. And like my wife is still getting settled in and some of the stuff there, but like once we move in and once I get everything set and settled and I can have like a set schedule and I know exactly when things are going to be happening, everything like that, then I'll probably have like a set time, like maybe like 3 nights a week that we play like video games on Twitch, you know. So yeah. So I do want to get that going. Probably like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, probably like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Also, like right now, like I'm not really sure like with my daughter in terms of like the you know, like my visitation. You know, it's Fridays right now, but it might be something different later because I got to go back to court and all that. So it might be changed. So once I actually get that settled and situated, then I can say, okay, I have this set schedule. I don't have to change things up. It's not going to be interfering with anything. I can know when I have my daughter and everything like that. So yeah. Don't you need friends to summon people in Elden Ring? I don't think so. I think you can just kind of put out, you know, to random people and they can come in if you need help. Late, but Sony game can have music, a crazy bus theme. Say it's the best music. A Sony game can have crazy bus theme, and I think it's like the lit goat. Yeah. Yeah. I'm on Grand Blue Fantasy Versus literally right now. Okay, sorry. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, not Versus. Relink. I always mix up those games. Relink. I want to play that game. Persona 3 Reload, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. All those games are coming out in February, so like I think that'll be like a good month. And I'm hoping that I'm finished with all my court stuff. I probably won't be, but I'm hoping that we get some resolution there. Then I can say, okay, here's my set schedule. Here's what I'm gonna do for like streaming video games. Here's what I'm gonna do for, you know, for YouTube talk show stuff. So it should be fun. So yeah, but Elden Ring you can play by yourself. You can play by yourself in Elden Ring. I wish Elden Ring had an easy mode. I can't play that game. You can summon people to help you out, but there's ways to break the game that make it way more easier. Just look it up online. So yeah. Yeah, I'd rather have my, you know, have like my set schedule so I know what's going on before I start really committing to like a certain schedule, because I might have to change it later. You know, so yeah. So once that's done, so I'm hoping like February or March, like that's when I'll know exactly when. So then we can get like a set schedule for playing games, and like hopefully we can do like Twitch, so we can get like all the Twitch Prime stuff and all that good stuff over on Twitch. So yeah. All right, take it easy, Dior. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming out, bro. We still have some time left on the stream, so we will be streaming for like another 15 minutes. We will get that full hour. Extra, like I said that we would do. So yeah, if you guys have questions, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. More than happy to answer your questions. We are at 141 likes. Let's see if we can get to 150. See if we can get to 150. All right, let's see here. Do you like to go to a buffet? No, I'm not a fat ass. I don't like to go to buffets. No, don't go to buffets, guys. They just no, there's nothing wrong with buffets, but don't make it a habit to going to buffets. Don't make it a habit to go there, because the all you can eat will tempt you to just be eating all day. Like, I don't want to go there and just be eating all day. So no, if I go out to eat, I just go there, get my meal, eat my meal, and go. I ain't trying to sit there like eating all day, you know, like just eat, you know. No, I won't be doing all that. Oh, but it's all good, man. Let's see here. OJ, I know this is very late in the chat because I'm driving around DoorDash, Uber Eats, to the person that was asking about the Pokemon game to try out. Usually Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, you go on sale. Pokemon Sword and Shield is on sale as well. Yeah, you can try those, but those aren't necessarily great. So that's why I say like Pokemon Legends would probably be a better game to try. So yeah. Buffet food is bad quality usually. I mean, it depends on what buffet you go to. I went to, let me tell you guys a buffet that I went to. I went to a Brazilian steakhouse, which is essentially like a buffet. They constantly just come out, cut you different types of meats. You have a whole different, like, you know, buffet line that you can go to. Bro, I didn't know how much. They said it was going to be 60 bucks, right? So I go there with my wife. I think it's for her, it was like for her birthday. It was like, I don't know, it was like a late birthday present that I went to, I think last year. And I'm thinking, okay, 60 bucks for 2 people, no problem. Bro, it's like 60 bucks per person. So I'm out there, I'm out like $120 and I didn't even know. And then of course you got a tip. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm never going to this again. It's like, it was good. The meat was good. Like the Brazilian steakhouse, it's dope. But man, like they just kept on coming and like they'll just cut you another slice, cut you another slice, cut you another slice. And like, yeah, we ate, but we didn't eat that much. So they were shocked that like when we finished eating, they're like, oh, you guys don't want any more? We're like, no, we're good. You know, because like, I'm not just gonna be sitting here just eating all day, you know? Like I'm not gonna be I'm not just gonna be sitting here eating all day. Like that is just such a waste of my time, just sitting there just eating. Like, no. So yeah, I'm good on buffets. When I was younger, yeah, like a buffet's dope. It's like, oh man, all you can eat because like you don't go out to eat as much, but like, nah, like I'd rather just go somewhere and get a nice meal than like bounce instead of just worrying about eating all you. Because like if you go to a buffet, you're gonna want to get your money's worth, right? You're gonna want to eat and keep eating. So yeah. But it's all good. No cap, I'm gonna be eating buffet style during the Ravens 49ers. Now that's different. Like if you go to like, let's say like you want to go to a buffet, it's like a special occasion. But he asked me like, do you like to go to buffets? Like, are you like normally going to buffets? No, I'm not normally going. But if it's like a special like Christmas 49ers a game, it's like a buffet style, like where they just, yeah, that's fine. That's like a festive atmosphere environment. Or if it's like a special event, you know, your birthday party, that's fine. But like not just normally going like, hey, which way to the buffet? Like, no, not like Fat Albert style where I'm just out here like, you know, saving up to go to buffets all the time. Like, no, I'm good. I'm not doing all that, you know? So yeah. But like when you go to a buffet, like you're going to be encouraged to eat more because it's like all you can eat. So yeah. So that's why I don't really be going to buffets normally, you know? But if you start going to buffets normally, yeah, you're going to just gain a lot of weight, man. Buffet food, you're just going to be eating like crazy? Nah. But yeah, like I said, there used to be buffets that I went to when I was younger and I thought that was lit, but not anymore. Like, like I said, I just go to like, my wife, she likes Carl's Jr., so, I mean, we go to Carl's Jr. My wife, she likes, there's a place called Pyology where it's just like custom pizzas. She likes that place. She loves that place, so we go get pizza for her. Like she likes a place called like a chicken bowl place. You get like chicken and beef and like rice and like veggies and all that kind of like mixed in. She likes that. We go there. Those are pretty much the places we go. You know, I like Domino's. Wait, no, don't do that. Oh, hold on, don't do that. 484. Well, nothing illegal. That's not legal everywhere. Let's not do that. So yeah. But it's all good, man. It's all good. A lot of fun. Let's see here. Yeah, that's wild, bro. I'm good on all that. I do want to take some like requests later. I think I'll have some like Elite Ninja requests for different video games that I'll play. You know, on Twitch and stuff. So we'll do that for like members and stuff like that in the future. Looking forward to getting into that. Like I said, but games that I really want to play, not just random games, but games that I actually want to play, you know. So, but it's all good. If you guys have any more questions, you can tag me at PlayerEssence, #PlayerEssence. More than happy to answer all your lovely, beautiful questions. Yo, shout outs to Ross Henderson. Love that name. Ross Henderson with the subscription. Appreciate that. On the Gills theme, let's go. The Gill. Let's go, baby. Almost at that 115,700 subscribers on YouTube. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate that. Thank you for your love and your support. Really means a lot to me. Let's go. Have you ever been to Texas de Brazil Steakhouse? No, I don't know. No, I have never been to that one, but I've been to a Brazilian steakhouse. That's probably very similar to it. What's up, Raficus? What's up, man? What's up, OJ? Hope you're having a great night. I wish the best for you and your family. You too, man. Shout outs. What's up, Rescue Squad? Shout outs. Let's go. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Spider-Man 2 was in the wrong award show. Should have been in the Golden Globes. When it's all movie, it's all cinematics. No gameplay. No sauce. No sauce. Not enough sauce for you. Not enough sauce. All right. I see how it is. It's all good. See how it is. Appreciate you guys, though, coming out to the stream. Attendance has been great. Thank you guys so much. 2 likes away from 150, so that would be dope if we got to 150 likes. Let's do it. Let's do it. Worst customer service ever. Worst customer service experience ever. The worst customer service experience ever. Probably the worst was like that Circuit City. I think I told you guys like that time that guy just didn't want to get me the video game. You know, and he just looked at me like, oh, well, because he couldn't find the key to the lock for Prince of Persia back in like 2008 or 2009. They were going out of business. And I'm like, that's why y'all going out of business. But I'm like, you're going to get me this game, bro. Like, I'm going to stand here until you get me this game. This is insane. Like, how you not going to get me the video game because you can't find it? Go find the key. This dude was really big and he was just lazy as hell because he couldn't. And they made me wait for like 30 minutes too. And then he came back and said, I can't find the key. And he just said, oh, well, man, can't find it. I'm like, dude, go find the key. I'm like, go find the key. Like, I'm looking at this guy like, you're insane. Make me wait 30 minutes and still can't find the key. I'm already waiting. You're gonna find that key. That was a pretty bad customer service experience. There's more too, but I can't remember all of them, to be honest. So Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers. Hell nah. All right, take it easy. Take it easy, Ford 8484. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. Thank you for the dono earlier. Happy holidays and all that good stuff, brother. I love it. That's something I'd say, OJ. Sometimes you just gotta let them know. Yeah, you gotta let them know, Chris. It's like, what the hell, man? How you gonna sit there and say, oh, well, I can't find the key? I'm like, no, you're gonna find the key. Somebody here got the key. You're just lazy. That's why y'all going out of business, bro. But yeah, Circuit. I don't know why we used to go to Circuit City. I remember I went to Circuit City to go buy a copy of Metroid Prime 3 when that game came out. Like, they didn't even have the game out. Like, I'm looking for the game on the Wii section. I'm looking for the game. It's nowhere there. And like, once again, this wasn't the morning. This was like the afternoon. This was like after class. So I was in college. So I went to go get the game. I'm like, where's the game at? And I couldn't find the game. And so then I finally went up to one of the girls there, and I'm like, hey, do you guys have Metroid Prime 3 Corruption? She's like, let me go check. So then she goes and looks. She says, I'm not sure. I'm like, I think you guys probably have it in the back. So I tell her, and then she's like, okay. So she goes to the back. She finds the game, and I'm like, you should put some more of the games out there. Like, people are gonna buy it, you know. And I said that to her, and this was at the same Circuit City. And I said that to her because I was like, I wanted Metroid Prime to sell, right? Because, like, you know, Metroid Prime 2 didn't sell as good as Metroid Prime 1. The Wii needed hardcore games. So I'm like, hey, put those games out there so people can buy the game, you know? Like, you can't, like, and back then it was like people used to like sometimes like walk by a game, right? And like see the box art maybe and maybe buy the game, or just like walk by and it's like, oh, Metroid Prime came out? Oh, cool, I'll pick it up. Back then, it's a little bit different now, but back then people did that. So it's like, what are you doing? You know, I want the game to sell. And people used to go there because it was the closest electronics store to the college. So a lot of the college students would go to Circuit City, you know? I was just like, put the game. What are you doing? Ruining the sales for Metroid Prime, man. Like, ruining the sales, lady. So yeah. Exactly. Like, go find the damn key yourself and get it. Seriously. Stupid Circuit City. She was lying. She was trained Ishii. I'm sure you know that. Oh yeah. Everybody at Circuit, at that point, they did not care. They did not care. They just simply did not care at that point. You know, they were just ready to leave. People hated Circuit City. Nobody actually liked circuits. Like, nobody actually liked working there, you know? At least at the Circuit City that I was at. So yeah. So it was fun. It was funny. I'm surprised Best Buy is still around. Best Buy's been able to leverage their losses and been able to turn some profits like in some of the other factors. But yeah, I don't know how much longer Best Buy's gonna last, but you know, the Best Buy, you know, here where I live in Central Valley, it's been going strong. People actually shop there. People actually like shopping at Best Buy. So, yeah. GameStop has so much liquid cash from all the years that they stole from people. GameStop is going to take a while before they go out of business because GameStop has so much cash. They have so much cash because they used to make so much money from their completely insane, you know, policies and stuff like that, like, you know, their used games, that they just built it all up. So it's going to take a while before they lose everything, you know? It's going to be a very slow burn. Like Toys R Us had hella cash, but I think that it might even be faster. I mean, it's going to be slow, way slower than Toys R Us's demise, you know? I'm also surprised that Best Buy is... Okay, I already read that. My bad. Sorry about that. I always remember the Circuit City commercials, just what I needed by the cars. Now we realize that it's not needed. Exactly. Circuit City was never needed. I started realizing that too. Like, we started going to the Best Buy near the Fresno State, but it actually wasn't near. It was in Clovis. Fresno State is on the border of another city called Clovis, and the Best Buy was in Clovis. It wasn't necessarily in Fresno, but Clovis and Fresno are pretty much the same thing. So yeah, we would just drive to the Best Buy over there in Clovis, but it was still kind of far away. Circuit City was closer. So yeah. I remember KB Toys. I loved KB Toys because KB Toys was just, it just felt magical when you went in there. There was like toys, and there was video games, and there was Pokemon cards, and there was demo stations. Loved BKB Toys in the early 90s. I used to go mid to late early 90s. I used to go in there and buy Pokemon cards. I bought my first Pokemon cards ever were at KB Toys. I bought them. I saved up my money and I bought a Thunder pack because I didn't know how to play the card game. Everybody was talking, like the Pokemon was raging on like as the greatest thing ever, and like I didn't know how to play, but I saw people having the cards, and I had some cards, but like just people just gave me the cards. Like I just got people say, oh, you can have this card or whatever the case is. So I was just like, okay. So I saved up money, and I bought my first pack ever, and I bought the Thunder pack. I showed you guys in a long stream before the Thunder box set with Zapdos on the cover, and it came with a CD-ROM where you put in the CD-ROM and it teaches you how to play. Came like with a map, like a map for all like your bench, your deck, your everything, your starting Pokemon, damage counters, burn counters, all the different things that you need to play the coin. And I put in that CD-ROM and I freaking studied everything. I learned how to play the game like crazy. And then I used to play my neighbors. I played my brother. I played my friend A-Train. I played all the way through. Oh my God, we played so much. It was good stuff, man. It was good stuff. Yeah, KB Toys was lit, dude. KB Toys, Sam Goodies, and FYE. FYE is actually back. And like went out of business, and then now it's back, and it was booming. I went to FYE today. My daughter loves FYE, and so we went into the store because like they sell like Japanese like import like anime or manga. They sell like a bunch of like pop figures. They sell all sorts. They sell albums, vinyls. They sell vinyl. They sell all sorts of stuff. So my daughter really loves that store. They sell like the K-pop bands, like stuff. So she likes to go in there to see if there's anything that she wants. So yeah, FYE's back. At least the one in Central Valley in the mall, that's back. So yeah. So it's all good. Hey, what's up, Hetty the Time Travel? Yeah, late night stream, man. We had to go late tonight. Shout outs to Bead Queen. She hit us with that 150, so we had to extend the stream by an extra hour tonight. So I mean, I love it, man. I've been speaking for 3 straight hours, and I have not needed a break. I'm lit tonight, man. I'm ready to go. So so yeah, man, it's been great. I think tonight I am going to finish editing, and then I am going to stay up and play Pokemon. I am going to play some more Pokemon. Pokemon Scarlet, man, or sorry, Pokemon. I have Scarlet, but I'm gonna play some more Pokemon Violet, dude. I freaking kind of really liking it right now, so it's a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream tonight, though. We are at the 3-hour mark, or we're pretty much right at the 3-hour mark. So we're gonna call it here. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream today. We had a video yesterday, so if you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. Let's talk about the next Smash game potentially. Big Switch 2 next gen third-party support. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check it out. So yeah, here we go. We've got a big video tomorrow, though. Big video tomorrow. We got a new list video. It is a remix of a video that I did earlier in the year. You guys are gonna love it though, because it's more games and it's just talking about stuff and some new games that have entered into the chat. So Super Mario Bros. Wonder, where does that land? Where these different games land? Some older games. What games got snubbed or left out? So you guys are gonna love it. Big list video tomorrow. You know, 30-40 minutes plus. So that's gonna be fun. So that'll be up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., 9 a.m. Eastern time, 6 a.m. PT, 9 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Central. So look out for that. So thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream tonight, man. You guys have been incredible. Love you guys so much. Check out the vids. Like I said, check out the vids before if you have not seen them. We got some good stuff. We also had a video on Gerard the Completionist. If you want to know like my take on that, let me get you guys that link. And you can always watch some of the legacy vids that we have, you know, like, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. We'll be back tomorrow, though. We'll have the Not Spawncast pre-show tomorrow. Maybe we'll do like the PE podcast as well, like with Stealth. Maybe I'll bring Stealth on since we don't actually have a Spawncast. Maybe I'll have some people on. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll have some people on for a not Spawncast. So yeah. So maybe we'll do that. But yeah, check out the vids though, guys. There's some good stuff on the channel. We also had another video that I think you guys should check out if you haven't seen it. It's on 19,000 views, almost 20K. Is my top 25 upcoming JRPGs and Nintendo Switch games in 2024. So if you haven't seen that video, that's a banger. That's a banger. That's a good one. So yeah, I'm gonna link it in both chats. So all right, guys. I am gonna get some, I'm gonna eat. I need to eat, I'm starving. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna get some editing done. I'm gonna play some Pokemon tonight. Then we'll be back for the Not Spawncast pre-stream tomorrow. Then we'll probably bring Stealth on at some point. We'll probably start a little bit earlier so I can have the night off. We'll bring Stealth on. I'll probably talk for a bit, bring Stealth on at the end. And then yeah, then we'll call it a night. So it should be fun, should be a lot of fun. So, and then we'll have a bonus stream on Sunday. We'll have a bonus stream on Sunday, so we can look out for that too. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being awesome. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button before you go. And yeah, we'll see you guys for the next one. Yes, go to Nintendo, brother. Yes, sir. I'll take it. RPGs and Nintendo, I'm the king. All right, guys. Love y'all. Peace out.